is wrong with you guys? When is this gonna end?
Gather round, listen to what I'm putting down. Hey baby, I'm your handyman. I'm not the kind to use a pencil or rule. I'm handy with the slogan, I'm no fool. I fix broken heart, I know I really can. If your broken heart needs repair, then I'm the man to see. I whisper sweet things, tell all your friends, and they'll come running to me. Here is the main thing I got to say. I'm busy 24 hours a day. I fix broken hearts, I know I really can. Get back! Karma, 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 karma. They'll come running to me. Here is the main thing I got to say. I'm busy 24 hours a day. Fix broken hearts, I know I really can. Karma, 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 karma. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Karma, 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 karma. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Karma, 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 karma. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're not my buddy.
Best news about that clip, I've already run it through the copyright machine, and I think we're good. Hence, it's a longer clip than normal. I already turned them into YouTube, and I didn't get any pullbacks, so anytime.
Show Kimbo's comment. That's,
oh yeah, listen.
Look at this.
This guy.
Oh my
Brought
gosh.
to you by vinyl.com. Hey, I was very transparent in that video, by the way. I
will warn you, though. I have gotten a
virus from checking out the site.
No, I have gotten a claim months after posting.
Oh no!
A video.
Well,
it was one of my, the usual GarageBand loops that I create.
Yes,
There's some idiot that posted all of them, and the tool is finding a match to this idiot who posted all of them only because he's going to infringe on other people and grab money.
Right.
Anyway, besides the point. So yeah.
Well, here's the good news. And
then you can make a video like Rick Beato that someone's out to get you.
Oh, well.
Oh, jeez.
Here's the good news. In a few months, I don't think people will be watching this particular episode. And if they are, I can just sub out the music and call it a day. But anytime I can pay tribute to St. Louis's own Fred Berry's, I think technically claimed by East St. Louis, which if you know, you know. But I just can't get enough. And those, What's Happening, arguably one of the best sitcoms of all time. I'm throwing it out there. So there's your intro. Next week, I don't know. I think I'm out of clips. So I need to go clip farming and see what other controversial things we can bring into the mix. Well, let's see who else is here and who else is not going to give me trouble for vinyl.com spots. We got the Breakfast King of Loyola. Hello, sir. I had lunch with him a couple weeks ago. Tokyo Record Style, Brian. Good evening. I don't know what time it is over there, but Mark Boyd, hello. Oh, Tiki Man, David Nelms, hello. Kevin, me, myself, and my vinyl. Good evening. I know Dagon was here earlier, being a wise guy. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I don't know.
Vinyl.com.
Vinyl.com. Yeah, all the answers are vinyl.com. Vinyl.com. They were very nice. I don't necessarily know that the video landed where they wanted it to, but I'm very forthright, and that's all it is. Pros and cons, Daddy. Pros and cons. Andy G, hello. Good evening. Chasing Records, hello. Well, we're waiting on Bong Daddy. He said he's going to be a little fashionably late. So know that going in. I even have walk-up music for him. Don't tell him. Shh, it's our little secret. We've got Bong-specific walk-up music. This is Surface Noise, the show of record talking about records. I am your worst best host, Concert Buddy, Buddie, brand ambassador extraordinaire. Remember that, brand ambassador extraordinaire. We should have a good one. We've got our returning champion after a post-contract holdout. You may know him as Arnaldo. The channel is Fidelios_frequency. We know him as Extortion King 52 in the chat. Good evening, Arnaldo.
Good evening, Chance. And everyone
And then
else.
his co-conspirator. What's that?
And Jason and Chris.
Yeah, I see. Then his co-conspirator from the New York quadrant. You see him, VC Social Club. You see him here. Doesn't make any videos, and that's probably smart. But still, he's attracting the haters. So I congratulate the Groove Seeker. Welcome to the YouTube vinyl community officially. You have haters.
Is this time for my speech? Do I give a speech?
I mean, if you want to do like an Abraham Lincoln. Now, the bad news is your haters are my haters, or Jason's haters, probably Arnaldo's haters. So I'm starting to think the haters are just haters. But welcome, and it's kind of a rite of passage. You get. So how are you dealing? How are you dealing with this new celebrity?
I don't feel any effects because I didn't know it was happening. But
probably bet you don't read the comments.
No. Well, it's I after the 4 or 5 days after the first show, the last show, I stopped reading them, but I have to go back and look.
No, don't go back and look, because that's what Special Ed and company want you to do. Trust me, these guys they're lower than fleas on dog's balls, but they know that. And speaking of haters, probably the guy who has more haters than anybody. Is that safe to say, Jason Rojas? Are you the top of Hater Mountain?
No. I mean, nah.
Well, should we do a poll? Would a poll settle this?
I mean, when you have a channel dedicated to you, right? Dedicated, and
that's true. That is peak. That is peak. I don't know what they would call that. Is that what would they call that in a psychology class? Would they call that projection? I'm not sure, but all I know is, yes, you have your own channel. I think you have multiple channels. It's not just one. It's kind of like Gremlins. They added water, and then there was more channels. But hey, here we are. Well, we're going to kind of change the format. Hello, Bobby Gass. Good evening. Kendall is kind of jumping ahead here. This is Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem. He said, did I miss the Beatles talk? Ask. It's like Willy Wonka. Ask and you shall receive. Hold on to your butts. We're probably going to have some. But we're changing up the format of the show just a touch. And so I thought it would be interesting because sometimes when we're in the freestyle, now Tom, Hiring District, I hope you're here, because we've got a rebrand that I think you'll be really excited for later. So show up, show out, stay tuned. But sometimes in the freestyle, we talk about goings on, current events, that sort of thing. I thought, why don't we put that in the front? It's a little bit more topical, because when the freestyle kind of hits the back end of the show, some people tune out for Monday or Thursday night football. Sometimes Steve Westman wants to counter program against us. So sometimes it's better to put that up front. So we'll see how it goes. If we are trying to be the show of record, talking about records, we should probably hit record topics early. And then we can also get it out of our system, because we are developing a reputation as a very critical channel. But I think that's a good thing, because it's not all rainbows and sunshine. We got to give the people what they want, and they want real talk. At least that's what I hear. So, current events, and you're not going to believe this, but I've got an introduction. Ready?
I've got news for you.
I've got news for you, indeed. The extras aren't extra. It's like the Holiday Inn. We've got all kinds. We got video lead-ins for everything. So it's been an interesting week so far. That we're filming this on a Thursday evening. This will be on the podcast right after. Where do we start, guys? I think we'll just go around. I have topics, but I thought it'd be nice if we just pass the rock. What's something to talk about? Arnaldo, you've been gone a couple weeks.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh, we have breaking news.
John Bong, he's
Yes.
in traffic. He's stuck in traffic.
Unbelievable.
He's stuck in traffic.
Oh no. This is what happens when you're an international superstar taking limos and chartered buses. I mean,
let me ask the panel, have you ever been in Monterrey, Mexico traffic?
no.
No.
It's not
No,
great.
It's a hard no.
Not good.
It's a hard no. All right. Well, hey, maybe we'll talk about this one. James Brown MoFi. Maybe we'll talk about that. I don't know. But we're a very democratic operation. So, Arnaldo, current events, what's a topic or what's something you heard this week that we just need to talk about it?
Well, who was it that just brought it up? So let's talk about the Beatles and get it out of the way.
Oh, no.
Popular demand.
More
now,
Beatles news?
Popular demand now. By
Hey,
popular demand.
Full credit to Kendall. Again,
Anthology number 4 is being released separately. So they realized they couldn't milk Beatles fans for a $400 box set.
I think so. Oh, hang on. That's the Beatles cashing those checks. I think the sales of the box set might have been a little slow. Well, actually, do you think this was calculated? Do you think this was the plan all along?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because for those who don't know, I'm sure you know, but I got to repeat it. They announced the Beatles Anthology 4, but the only way you could get it upon release, 3 weeks ago, the announcement was you had to buy the box set, which already had 1, 2, and 3. So now you're talking about almost $400. There's people out there that bought 1, 2, and 3 when they came out, $95 and a little bit after. So there was a little bit of an uproar. And again, we brought it, we spoke about it, but other people were speaking about it, speaking truth to power. And so here we are almost a month later, and they've caved either to public demand or they just want to keep squeezing the sweat out of that rag. So Arnaldo, now that you know this, are you all in Anthology 4 pre-order?
I have not pre-ordered it yet.
You wait for a coupon code?
Right.
Well, it probably does say excluded from sales and whatever.
Those guys.
I'm waiting for it to appear on Amazon.
Way to support your local.
Wow.
Will that vinyl.com
Really?
code
Do
work?
we really,
Vinyl.com. But
do we really need to buy it off the Beatles website or Universal's website? Those are D2C. They're making the highest margin on them, right?
They're killing it. They're killing it. Hang on, we have a short term. Since I did meet this man in person, the Breakfast King of Loyalists as a request. Instead of doing the main theme, could you just have Bobby Gass tell mob stories? Let me write that one down. Bobby, tell me in the chat if you'd be interested in this, because I think this could set new ground. I'm all about being a trailblazer. So Bobby Gass mob stories. We'll take that under consideration. We'll send it to the home office. Good Rico. Well, before we get off the Beatles topic, I see that Kendall's already ready to stop this madness. He said, enough Beatles talk. He's already had his fill. He's already tapping out. Yeah, here we go. Enough Beatles talk.
Well, can you show just one more?
Sure.
Show one more. Show Mazzy's comment here.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, how dare they reissue it again 30 years later?
It's not a reissue. It's a remaster.
Oh.
Remaster by, Beatles nepotism, right?
Hang on a second. We've got more Nepo-isms. Come on. Nepo baby.
When the son of Giles Martin starts remastering the Beatles catalog, then watch out. Right?
It's a family. It was a Hank Williams Jr. family tradition. I think
Hank Williams 3. Right.
Or Jason, are you going to do a shootout between the two?
Oh, yeah. Because I want to prove audiophiles wrong, that they can't hear. All those audiophiles blabbing. This is the best version.
Hater mount. Remember I was talking about the tip of the.
They could hear the differences between a remaster and a reissue. Nah,
Only you would shoot out demos.
This is true. Oh no! Our friend of the channel, Stunt Rock Confusion. I don't know if you've heard of him. Says if anyone needs nippletism, just throw me a link. Wow. Well, that's a great offer, and I appreciate it. Maybe in the post podcast portion of the show, which is rebranding. I can't give it away yet. but maybe that's where we can just start taking off our shirts. I wear a bra. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I wear a bra, so it may be a little bit cumbersome for me to take it off, but we'll see. Anyway, before we leave this Beatles thing, anyone else getting it? Anthology 4, Jason, Groove Seeker?
I am gonna get it because again, I want to milk and prove all these Beatle obsessed fans, these wannabe audiophiles. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna get it. I need to prove these people wrong and have more views, than these fools, and we'll have proof, right?
Look at this. See, I'm just taking shots.
Nah.
That's not even the promo code.
20% off Mazzy Loves You. There you go. That's better.
Vinyl.com, you want to use the promo code CONCERTBUDDIE, BUDDIE. You know why? Because you can get 15%, not 10%.
Wow, 15.
Listen, Arnold, you watched the video.
I did, but I tuned out. I tuned out after a while.
Oh, no. When your friends don't even watch, I mean, what does that say? Unbelievable.
Damn.
Stone cold. All right,
I was proud of your transparency.
I tuned it out because I'm like, I'm never going to buy from these guys. What do I need a 50%?
Oh, no.
Shit.
Don't listen to that. Brand ambassadors, I'm your guy. Email me at concertbuddy@gmail.com. Don't listen to these guys.
For some reason, that promo code just stopped working. I don't know what happened.
Oh, no.
That's hilarious. It actually added 25%. I don't know. What should we do?
They put it on at the end, and you think you're buying something for $13.97, and it's actually $38.97. And oh, man. That's sad. Well, all right, Groove Seeker, you getting this or no? Anthology 4, do you have room for Anthology 4?
I plead the fifth.
Fair enough. Our friend Adam from the Freight says, just in time for Beatles talk. Hey, you can't wait. When you think Beatles talk, you think surface noise. Prove me wrong. All right, Groove Seeker, in the world of record collecting this week, current events, what's on your radar?
Well, I got breaking news, and this comment just got glazed over about 10 minutes ago.
No. All right.
I mean,
hang on. I got you. We got
you know what it is.
We got something for that. You ready? Here we go. Breaking news, Groove Seeker.
I believe it was Me, Myself, and Vinyl said he went to his first Fish show last night, so I just want to welcome him to the dark side.
Oh, no.
I hope he enjoyed himself.
It's great. Kevin, did you lose a bet? Are you held hostage? Please leave 3 exclamation points in the chat, and that way we'll know you're still being held captive.
Right. Don't take the brown acid, right?
Right. Never.
This is a badge of honor, by the way. When Rob Walker not only shows up, but then he leaves the poop emoji, it warms me. Thank you.
So can you show Stunty's comment for a Groove Seeker here?
I can. So let's see. The Immortal says, thoughts and prayers for Chris. Thoughts and prayers.
Stunty. Thank you. I'll be cleansed Friday afternoon when I tune into your stream.
This segment is really going well. I think we've got a lot of rust to work off. So Groove Seeker, outside of that, in the record collecting world, not the Fish world, record collecting world, do you have anything that's just stirred you up that you want to unleash on the audience?
It's happy news. I'm happy about the new Bob Dylan bootleg series.
Okay. Tell us about it.
That dropped. So it's going to be from 1955 to 63, I think, 8-year period. 4 LP box, and they're doing a 6 or 8 CD box set. I'll order both, like I always do. I'm looking forward to it. The only thing I was concerned about is I thought they would release it when the movie came out, which was kind of strange to me that they waited several months after the film dropped, because it kind of coincides with that period. But fall time is Dylan bootleg series time, every year, every other year. So I'm excited. Come October, I'll be in a Dylan hole till the holidays. That's what matters.
Side note, do you think there are capacity constraints going on? I don't think so, because I know this morning Mazzy was talking about the Jeff Tweedy record. It's only on CD. I find it very strange that they didn't release it on vinyl too. And before that, the answer was, oh, well, it's capacity. We can't produce it, so we'll put the CD out. But is this another example? Like, to your point, why wouldn't they release it when the movie came out? That seems a little odd.
I don't know if there's capacity issues. I thought that Tweedy was doing a 3 LP. At least it was on the Wilco site. Maybe it sold out.
Well, so Mazzy was showing there's 3 CDs, and they have I'm going to be honest, it's a very amateur situation. It's the first CD is him holding 1 guitar, I think. The second one is 2 guitars. The third one is 3 guitars. But the question is, could it be If it's a 3 LP, why didn't it just come out when the CD came out? That's the question.
I'm not sure. As I don't know. I hope that there wasn't a QA issue or a capacity issue with the Dylan box, because typically his pressings on even on those boxes are pretty good. I forget where they get them pressed typically, but I don't know.
Right, but even the last one wasn't the vinyl version a short version of it, like the highlights?
Yeah, what they I'm just looking back. Basically, every single one is not live. Like when they did the volume 4 was the show.
Oh, hang on, guys, I misread the situation. I'm not a vinyl.com ambassador for nothing. The CD and vinyl comes out next Friday together. Mazzy only get the CD promo. Only getting it. Only get.
Got it.
So it's another promo situation that we have to report here. Full transparency. So that's
when they've
the mystery is solved. The mystery is solved.
When they've done the bootleg series stuff, if it's a live show, it's complete, same as the CD. But the other volumes are so massive that I don't think they could do them as full LPs. So it's just the highlights. I'm looking forward to that Tweety record, Mazzy. I want to know how he found 30 songs that couldn't fit in Wilco's blueprint. I'm interested to hear the whole album.
I expect a full report, Maslow. I know that you are short on time, but find the time. We've got somebody requesting. Now, Rojas, when I'm talking current events, we've only hit on one of my 3, so I'm hoping that you're going to knock one off the list before I have to bring us home to Complaint Corner. What do you got?
If you show the private chat, I put a link in the private chat.
Actually, I already queued it up. Hang on. Hold, please.
So I'm excited about this release.
Yeah, hang on. Private chat. Let me pop it up. And let me show this. Here we go. Hold on to your butts. This is where we go. Boom. All right, so Jason, tell us about this.
This is a record from 2002. This is Superdrag's sort of, at that time, it was their last record with a full band right before the reunion. And it's finally coming out on vinyl. And there we go. Remastered under the full supervision of the lead singer, guitar player, John Davis, because of Rhino's kind of faulty reissue with the first record.
I was just going to ask, that was pretty underwhelming, right?
Yeah, awful. Everyone, it's just not good. So even when John Davis has to write his own Discogs review of that record, right, saying like he had nothing to do with it, Rhino never asked him, if he could, help out with the remaster.
Hang on, I think we actually have a soundbite from that album that was so bad. Hang on. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Got him.
So when I hear people like saying on Discogs like it sounds good, then I'm like, man, I don't know what they're listening to. Like, do they have a Crosley? Shit. Man, it really freaks me out.
The phrase to look out for, we know already, is best sounding record in my collection.
Right.
Drink.
So can you show Kimbo's comment?
I can. Dana Kimbowitz says, quote, is the Superdrag mastered by Kevin Gray?
I don't know. I guess we could ask John Davis on Instagram and he would reply back, but I'm hoping that he's a Bellman guy, right?
And Bellman or we riot. I like it. Well, that's exciting for those in the know. Let me unshare that. Boom. Okay, well, I guess you guys are saving me to back cleanup on Hot Take Central. And you guys are going to have to it's clean your ears out because here it comes. The UHQR announcement that nobody asked for. And you wonder why I've left the series and I'm now looking to offload my entire collection of UHQRs.
What? Not
because of this. This is something I was pondering anyway, but they announced that they're doing the UHQR because if you didn't get it the first time, they're going to hook you up, which on one hand, I can appreciate. On the other hand, I don't like because people who already have it at 33 are now getting undercut on the value of something that they bought well in advance. So where I'm really coming from, and I'm gonna take some strays on this one, and it's okay. Another uninspired choice. Another one. So if I were to continue trying to collect these, because I do enjoy the output for the most part, we've talked about this multiple times. There's no sense in rehashing. Some of the choices are curious at best. I was very excited when they did the White Stripes one. I'm like, finally, music from the last 50 years. Awesome. And then here we are again. So when you're reissuing the reissues, now I know this is a 45 RPM and I know it's mono and stereo and all that stuff. Guys, do we need an intervention over in Salina? Like this is, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't bought any of the last, call it 5 releases. Why? I already have those records. And I already have audiophile versions of Art Pepper and Sonny Rollins and all that kind of stuff. So when you're reissuing your own reissues, just like the Humble Pie. So I did a Humble Pie announcement. Holy smokes. So needless to say, I'm not ordering, or any of you fellas ordering the 45 RPM.
Crickets.
I thought about it, but I want the box that's coming out instead. That has, I think Grunman is doing a flat from the tapes, got bonus material. I thought that was weird timing too. Like you're just saturating the market with Hendrix.
I think
Mr.
Kassem does some nice stuff for this hobby and music fans everywhere. My jumping off point was a little bit before this, so this won't affect me. I wish, and I know if Bonger was here, he's on record as saying pick other things, but I mean, if you're somebody who, I mean, you're asking your customers to plop down another $150 just to hear something you've already done at a different speed. Like to MoFi's credit,
on 45, right?
Well, scientifically, probably. But what about those lonely first 2 UHQRs back years ago? He even said in the video, they sold out right away. Yeah, they sold out right away. You don't need to do them again.
But it's on Clarity Vinyl, cut 45, remastered by
I'm sorry,
Bernie
guys,
Drunman.
I completely blanked. You know what it was? It's the new box. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You can now own the same record at a different speed and the cost-effective box. I mean, come on.
Is it sold out yet on their site?
I don't know. It looked like it was still available. No, it's still available for pre-order.
I put the link.
I'm shocked.
You can open the link.
Do they have a date for the pre-order?
Wow. Yeah, it says before the first Marley.
I wasn't going to touch that, but I mean, do
they have a date or is it TBD?
Yeah, they're both available.
See, that to me that's a bad sign.
Can you click on and see what it?
Click on the mono. Click on the mono.
Hold, please. So many.
This is the best. I want to show Arnaldo this. If you scroll down,
sure.
Keep going. This is
good. Announced.
Keep going.
Okay,
right there. Stop. Limit 2 per customer. Keep going.
Are you kidding me? It doesn't qualify
only
2 for free shipping.
Well, no, in fairness, they've always charged for shipping on these pre-orders. At least to me, I don't know about you guys, but that's another $13 I added on to your taxes and the $100. And also, it wasn't $150 the last time they did this, by the way. Just saying.
Right.
Just saying.
So if you scroll down this, you're missing the best part, which I found very cool. Here, stop right there. Praise for our 33 1/3.
Which I already
had.
I'm
buying the 45. What? Nah.
Do they have Flemmer's quote yet?
He gave it an 11 out of 10.
Well, we've got a rolling.
Flemmer's heard it already?
No, I'm just wondering.
No Framer quote in this copy, unfortunately.
No, wait. They're going to post the video saying amazing.
Of course. Of course.
They're going to post the link of the video where it says amazing.
We've seen this. We've seen this movie before. This is no news. Now, Michael Tedder speaks for many when he says it could be years before they release it.
Oh my gosh!
Not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong. To Arnaldo's point, they're holding. Well, in fairness, they don't. Did they charge on pre-orders for Marley? Yes, they did.
It was from the PayPal. I'm not giving them the credit card number anymore.
Well, that's smart.
Not happening. Ed, with your AOL online website.
No, Arnaldo, that's not fair. I mean, it is dial-up, but it still goes through. So I don't.
No,
I mean, hang on.
I think. Can I give my?
Hang on. We got an order coming through. Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
Operators are standing by.
The thing that I find, I don't want to say unprofessional, but a little shady, is taking people's money without knowing when it's coming out. So for me, he's done it multiple times. He did it with the Steely Dan. He did it with the Marleys, and now he's doing it with this. That's, for me, a sign of problems with your cash flow, where you're grabbing people's money without knowing when you're going to have to deliver them.
Wait, but hold on. See, when I pre-order on credit card with them, if I do, like I did the Marley titles, they put the hold on it. The hold comes off, and then it gets charged when it's shipped. Yeah.
Well, how does it work with PayPal? A lot of people I've
I don't do it. No, I won't do that with
them. Also, the Marley thing, Arnaldo, correct me if I'm wrong. When you ordered it, if you wanted it like the way it was presented, you wanted them all and numbered, you had to pre-order. You had to pay, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, he did take the money.
Well, yeah, in that case he did. Maybe in this case he doesn't. I don't know. I don't recall when you pre-order with your credit card, because I haven't used my credit card on their site for a few years now, after many people, and myself included, had a credit card fraudulent charge. So I can't remember if that's the case. Yeah, I know MoFi charges on only when it ships out, so it probably is acoustic sounds the same.
Here's comments in the chat real quick. I want to read a couple of these. So Travis Miller's here says, "Say what you will, there's a clarity and detail in those UHQR releases that can't be found elsewhere. It's like the band is in the room with you." And then, so we're gonna do point counterpoint. Travis, fair enough. And on some of those titles, I'm with you. And then Stunty says, "Travis, you are completely wrong." So
the clarity vinyl is not the quietest vinyl. Sorry.
I'll let you guys work that one out in the chat, but I want to show both sides here. And here, Michael Tedder is speaking. He says, "My credit card is always charged immediately."
Okay, thank you.
So,
right, but So this is my thing, guys, that I'm concerned about, and I don't wish any. You guys know I'm an advocate for this label, and I buy a ton of stuff from them.
Yeah. Again, I wish them all the best, but I'm just not.
I am shocked these didn't sell out at what is there 4,500 total.
It's what 5,000 I think of the stereo, 4,500, and then only 2,500 of the mono. I think is the number.
Okay, so maybe I'm not so shocked. I thought they were doing like the limited run like they did on the Sonny Rollins and the Art Pepper, which I think are still available.
But I think you're opening a can that talk about. Well, no, but this is fair because these things just sell out within a week.
Exactly,
and they're not anymore. So what
this got announced? When this got announced, what the first thing I did was I went to go look what the 33s are going for right away. I was like, oh, like what are people going to dump these for now?
Oh no, there was a mass run to Discogs. Yes. I was not one of them. Mine is still in the homestead, but but anyway. So what do you guys think this is telling us? If these things haven't sold out right away like they used to, price point's the same. When the last Hendrix title, I forget which one it was.
Are You Experienced?
Are You Experienced? That sold out within a week. Some of the Steely Dan, they announced them all, and he pre-ordered.
Well,
that was a whole mess.
What UHQR has sold out since the Marleys?
None, as far as Bruce Eager said. So the Art Pepper is not sold out. The Sonny
Coltrane. What about the Coltrane?
That's a good question.
I don't think a Love Supreme sold out. Ballads definitely didn't sell out.
Well,
actually, if you buy Love Supreme, you get Ballads for free now, I think.
You do?
No.
Do you get a poster? Do you get the Vinyl Me Please poster that was promised with that Coltrane box?
Maybe that. Well, so maybe the read is wrong on my part. Not to be concerned that they're not selling out, but actually be happy that they're allocating the right quantities finally. Because remember, they did like 20,000 Asia.
Well, let's take a look. Well, but see, I think that was contractual, and I think that was just a bad deal to get the whole deal. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at this. So this is the UHQRs. I'll make it a little bit bigger so the folks at home can see. Not that big. Yikes. All right, so here's those two Hendrix, 150, 150. Sonny Rollins, still available, 150. Art Pepper, still available. Steely Dan Asia, still available. Bob Marley and the Wailers Exodus, still available. One they've already done before. This one, though, 30 or 45, not 33. Steely Dan, The Royal Scam, still available. Miles Davis, Kind of Blue, 45, still available. There's Are You Experience, 33, still available. So, I mean, pretty much everything. But Bill Evans Trio, that's when I started getting off the train. When they did Waltz for Debbie, that's when I'm like, I don't know if I need to get into this. Now, I did get the Bill Evans Trio Sunday at the Village Vanguard. I did get that one. But, I mean, it looks like pretty much anything from the last, call it 10 to 15 releases, still available. So what does that suggest? Arnaldo, what does that suggest to you?
I don't think people are willing to spend that much money.
Boom.
It's not COVID anymore. There's so much stuff available.
Yeah.
Now even major labels have learned that they can do their one steps and their audiophile releases. So I'm actually quite surprised that the Hendrix is coming out, because let
me play devil's advocate. Maybe there was an opportunity.
Probably
the family was like, "Hey, do you want to run these again?"
And Chad has mentioned that he has a relationship with the
sure. So if I'm playing devil's advocate,
it's very possible that that's the reason, which is great. I mean, Electric Ladyland also wasn't that done at QRP?
Yeah,
they're all done at QRP. All the Hendrix.
No, Electric Ladyland, the official regular release.
All the Hendrix.
Yeah, the Marino, the George Marino one. That's
the
copy.
And by the way, I don't have Access Bold of Love as Love, and Are You Experienced? The $25 version sounds phenomenal.
Great, it's great.
And I think people are starting to realize that they're choosing wisely how to spend their money.
Well, and I think it's the fatigue of the same titles. I know I make the joke about doorknob titles. Everyone's getting a turn, but like Arnaldo said, it's a very competitive space. One steps and UHQRs used to be kind of a special property, but now Interscope, they're doing a Dr. Dre one now. Music Matters Most or whatever they're doing.
Sound Matters.
Yeah, music. Yeah, so they're doing
Sound Matters, I think it's called.
Yeah, and they're doing contemporary titles. They're doing Green Day. They're doing Linkin Park. They're doing things that are made in the last 25, 30 years. So they're in a whole different avenue, which I can appreciate. That's not
the only label that hasn't started is Sony.
Well, how many more months do we have to the end of the year? Christmas is right upon us. You never know.
Yeah. Well, they could just outsource that to MoFi, though. Is what they typically do.
Well, they're doing a lot of that, through MoFi.
I think what's shocking, too, on this is that even me, who's like hell bent on the UHQR train, I didn't pull the trigger yet. And you could go out and get that box set, both pressed at QRP, both mastered by Bernie.
142, isn't that?
142. And those Hendrix boxes, man, are incredible if you like box sets. I'm
not buying the Beatles reissue box set. I'm only getting the fourth. I don't know if he's referring to me.
Oh.
I'm not getting the box.
So we got Henry S. says, I just picked up a used copy of the Who's Next for $1.50. Awesome. So 1% of that UHQR price. Good for you, Henry. I like it. Well, I think we have a lot of interesting takes. Some, I wouldn't say they're right or wrong. I think these are just points of view. Again, wish them all the best. I think that they have moved away from me, or I've moved away from them as a customer, because the stuff for that price point, I would much rather invest in chasing down hard to find originals. I just would. I'd rather spend that money at my local show and bring home something that's very hard to find.
Or spend your money. Chris, you just mentioned it. The Neil Young reissue. Did you guys talk about it last week?
No, but we can talk about it now. That big box set. There's some titles. The Unplugs in there. Things.
It's worth the Sleeps with Angels alone, and that was what, 120, 125.
Yeah, seems like good value. Yeah, you got Mirrorball reissue. Yeah.
I don't know if Mirrorball was really hard to get. chance?
So I have a copy, but I got it when it was a little over 100. I've heard people say, I haven't looked at it in a while, 150 plus.
Okay, so it's still an expensive record.
For sure.
And
For sure.
all of Neil Young records, I've not had any issues. They sound phenomenal. All of the reissues of.
Now, Richard, this is a smart aleck comment if I've ever heard one. Richard's Vinyl Tap House says, I'd rather buy groceries or something. Come on, Richard.
Beer, like your icon there.
Eggs, beer, you know.
Oh, no. Cesar says, Neil Young, you're going to put me to sleep. Cesar.
Right, Cesar.
Man, get out of here. Come on now.
Now, Michael
We're going to have a
Tedder.
Neil Young intervention with Cesar.
Michael Tedder speaks for me. He's speaking my love language. He said they keep repressing these, killing the values of the earlier presses, but you can't repress a first press. Boom shakalaka. That is exactly right. Exactly right. So again, part of the reason I'm considering and going to move probably my UHQRs down the road eventually. But please quit, Chad. Please quit reissuing your reissues because I need to get out of these sooner than later. Thank you. Concert Buddy loves you. All right. Well, current events. I think we did all right in that segment. The bonger is still stuck in traffic, but he'll be here. Well, let's
another hot topic. Maybe we'll talk about it next time.
All right.
It's not pertaining to vinyl, but the FTC is suing Live Nation.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that in the yet unnamed extra session.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about that.
That's a good one. Yeah, because Groove Seeker sent me the link, so that is a good talking topic. All right. Well, let's go to some canned topics. I didn't even flash the banner. I'm really bad at this. So the thumbnail kind of gave it away. And I do have to say this was not an original topic, but I'm going to plant the seed first, and then I'm going to give full credit. So the topic is, how far would you go for vinyl records? Now, this doesn't mean would you cut somebody? Would you run somebody off the road? It's nothing diabolical. Okay, I want to be very clear.
Gosh.
This is more of a travel-related thing. Okay, this isn't anything like that. But I think it raises a fair point because, to me, and you guys tell me if it's not this way for you or if it is this way for you, it's getting harder and harder to find the rare, the hard to find, the OGs. Like I was just talking about. If I've saved up my money, I've sent a whole bunch of aluminum cans in for recycling. I'm ready to buy, but where am I going to find them? So then it raises the point, how far are you willing to go travel-wise? That's the question. So I'm going to go around here, and I do have to give credit. This is new friend, and I'm going to put his information in the chat. I'm loading it up here. So there is a channel out there, Clash City Rocker, and this is Michael. He had reached out to me, and I hope this is okay, Michael, if you're watching. He is a watcher of the VC Social Club. He's a watcher of this here presentation. And so he reached out to me asking some questions about the Austin Record Convention. And so we had a nice back and forth, subscribe to his channel, etc. But he had this idea. So thank you, Michael, for the idea. I'm going to put his channel here in the chat. Check him out, sub him up. Seems like a very nice guy. And I think he's going to be at Austin, so hopefully some VC folks can say hello. But back to the matter at hand. How far would you go for vinyl records? Arnaldo, you've just wrapped up a travel series on your channel. It coincided with an annual trip to Italy, in fairness. But you also, this time you went to, tell us about it. I don't want to give it all away.
Yeah, it was mostly vacation.
Okay.
Vacation and the opportunity to work remote. So I have family in Italy, so that was the easy part, to work remote from a home where I had everything. And on the way there, I stopped in London, and on the way back, I stopped in Amsterdam. I wanted to, never been to Amsterdam, so that was purely for, mostly to visit the city. I had been to London several times.
He was there to buy records. Be honest. He likes UK pressings.
Busted.
Get out of here.
If I were to travel specifically, now, is that for a record that is in a certain spot, or just in general? Because my trips were more leisure and I happen to also want to shop, right?
Sure, no limitations, but would you purposely plan, like, so if I go to Austin, 75% of my planning is the record convention and records, right? Like, and then some social and some grub and everything else. So if you would you
in that case, the planning was Philly Vinyl Con, which is 2 hours away.
Okay. So 2 hours away, that's your limit. That is your limit for a record intensive travel.
For exclusive record shopping.
So Jason, did you hear that? He's never coming to Austin, I think.
Oh my gosh.
If there's a show of somebody that I want to see, I'd probably combine the two.
Yeah.
Right?
New Yorkers think their salsa is so good. Jeez. My gosh.
Fair enough. Okay, well, Arnaldo is he's got good record stores there, and you got WFMU. I mean,
and I definitely would love, I saw someone post something, I don't know where, that Den Bosch fair. I look at the pictures of that place and I think I have anxiety, but I would one day love to go to Den Bosch.
Well, I'm glad. That's we call it a segue or a segi. Jason Rojas, I believe you are going to go to Den Bosch again, a two-time Den Boschian.
Yes. Yes. Den Boscht.
Does that already answer the question? How far would you go for vinyl records?
Yeah. I think like the experience of Den Bosch, if you've never went, this is sort of like the vinyl heaven and hell. Like if the record,
it's like Dante. It was like Dante's Inferno, right? Okay.
If the record is not in Den Bosch, then it's rare. That's it. Name of the game. Like people complain that they cannot find Black Sabbath, Vertigo, the self-titled. It's there. They have so many copies of it. Now, are you willing to pay the price to get that record? That is the question.
Oh no, we've got some really hurtful commentary from this stunt rock confusion guy. If you are a real vinyl person to go to Den Bosch, you'll go again. Wow. Painful.
It's serious. Like, yeah, it is. It is
Mark
very
Boyd
overwhelming.
says Den Bosch seems overwhelming. But Jason, I think you've even commented privately and I think publicly that the folks you were with the last time were a little concerned because you weren't just grabbing. It wasn't like supermarket sweep. You weren't just grabbing all the records and you were very calculated, methodical.
Right. I was looking for deals. As CONCERTBUDDIE knows, like I'm out, like, seeing if I can get a deal. I'm not rushing to the wall and, wiping the drool off my face. I mean, what's the point? Like if you know what I'm saying? Like you try to find a good deal, good price,
So Den Bosch.
And they have like 3 bars, I believe, like 3 vendor bars. So, anytime you want to take the break, you take the break,
Pace yourself. Space yourself.
Like Liam, and he brought his, Liam is from Liverpool, I believe, right? And he brought his buddy Simon. We took a lot of breaks, a lot of beer breaks and, had a lot of laughs,
So Travis again says, I hope to make it to Den Bosch this year. My son and I met Michael 45 there a few years back. It's a great time.
Yeah, definitely. Michael's a very, he's a sweet guy and you meet him in person. I promise you, right? Even Nadine,
Hey, Nadine, she's great.
Right. They're very serious people. Like, again, they're looking for more curated things. And I'm more.
True. Richard yes. Even Rob Walker enjoyed Den Bosch. So there you go.
Yes.
If that's not a ringing endorsement, I don't know what is. I like it. The Groove Seeker. We've got a Den Boschian here on the panel. How far would you go, or have you gone for vinyl records?
I'd probably go as far as Salina. Just good.
He's gonna pull a CCR box, right? Just out of nowhere.
Yeah. I think like 2 hours. 2 hours. Like, I mean, I've been known to pick up some VCers in New York City and suffer through Long Island traffic. To go record shopping.
Is that? Are you stealing Tokyo Brian's idea? Tokyo Brian, you got a thief here. He's taking your idea of vinyl tourism. Unbelievable.
I do have this idea that I think you guys would all participate in. It's just not the right time in my life for it. Maybe when my daughter's older. But crack is a possibility. But you know how guys go on golf trips? Like I would want to do, I don't play golf anymore, so I would do like, record trips. So it'd be like, New Orleans for 3 days. We're hitting all the record stores. Ooh. Cali, certain pockets. Like whatever. That's kind of what my goal would be when I'm living older and have more freedom.
Wyoming,
wherever.
Yeah.
Wherever. So I mean, I guess I would start traveling further. What I would travel far for is if I got a tip on a collection. I think I would stretch that to like, a day trip. In the car.
So your radius that you would consider outside of this adventure you're talking about, if it was just you, how far would you go?
If it was just me and I had no responsibility,
or maybe partner up with another VC, or let's say it's.
I'd be if I had the cash, I'd be globetrotting. I would be doing once a quarter new destination. I think that would be hella cool.
I do want to shout out Brian because he is here. He says, "Guys, I have customers. It's working." 4 clients since I started. No one is doubting your proof of concept, Brian. I'm just saying Groove Seeker was he was on your turf. He was on your corner. So more part to you, sir.
Yeah, I would listen. I've traveled a lot to see bands. I can travel far to see records.
So the bigger question is, would your spouse, did she have the vinyl appetite to foster a lead trip for records?
Well, listen, my wife's a saint when it comes to this, but I'm also not a fool. It would be parlayed with things of her interests. Like if I have to,
of course.
So of course she'd be like, I want to go here, and the first thing I'd be like is, well, let me see what record stores are around.
Well, see, Arnaldo's kind enough. When I hung out with him and Walter, like it seems like there is some of that balance. Like sometimes there's like vinyl centric trips. But then there's Walter's hobbies too, right? Like
I'm sure now I could suggest a trip to Den Bosch, and he would be perfectly fine in a yarn shop in Amsterdam during the whole time we were shopping for records.
Wow. Yeah. See, some people like some things, other people like other things. Simple as that.
Just balance.
Just balance. All right. Well, I think we've had fun with this topic. We've got a megastar backstage. So let's wrap up this piece, and then we'll go to what we call the extra session. It's rebranded, so you want to stick around. I want to thank my guests. Stick around. More show coming. This is just what we're putting on the podcast proper after the show. I want to thank my guests. Oh, yes. If you can't tell by now, I mean, it's obvious. But our guest will be with us shortly. I think he's in hair and makeup right now. I want to thank my guests. The Groove Seeker from the great state of New York, Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure, man. Thank you.
And then also from New York, back to the camera, back to Surface Noise, back under contract, Arnaldo, the channel, Fidelius_frequency. A lot of these travel videos are up there waiting to be seen if you haven't seen them.
Travel the world with me.
Travel the world with Arnaldo. And
shop for records.
Shop for records. And you can live vicariously through Arnaldo's travel. So thank you for joining us. And then the one, the only, Mr. Den Bosch himself, Jason Rojas. Jason, it's always a pleasure having you on the program.
Thanks, Concert Buddy. Den Bosch or go home,
Wow. Big one. All right. Here we go. You ready for the rebrand? Tom's not even here. This really just tickles my coal mine because Tom's been killing us for a long time on the freestyle, but here we go. Even got a new name, same video because I didn't want to too much change.
I wasn't here last week. The bonus track is something new.
This is new this week. Okay. Yes, I was waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to hit you with too much change at once. We have the new breaking the current events lead in and all that sort of thing. Well, before we get into what's called now bonus tracks, eat your heart out, Tom. Bonus tracks, formerly freestyle. You know them, you love them. There's only one, the immortal. Let me hit that bong, baby. That bong, 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 bong. I like to roll
this is for John Bong here.
Oh, no.
Best of all.
No.
Bong, bong, bong.
See me.
You love that cannabis.
The production value of this episode is magnanimous.
This is who I was supposed to show. I mean, guys, you can tell this is not a professional enterprise. Welcome back, Bong Daddy himself, John Bong. How are you doing, sir?
Good. I was stuck in traffic.
I know Jason showed us a picture. I mean, it was almost like when the dog ate my homework. Like the fact you sent a picture. Appreciate you. I believe you. I believe that.
Well, Jason was here visiting for a day, and he experienced some of that traffic. So he knows that I'm not
right.
Yes, Long Bong Silver is here, Alan. That is correct. Long Bong Silver has arrived. I do want to hear about this since we are in bonus tracks. I do want to hear about Jason went down south of the border. Some would say looking for records, kind of really to go see Oasis. We talked a little bit about it last week. How was the meetup on John Bong's home turf? You got to go to the Bong compound. I want to hear all about this.
And I want to hear about the tomato lady.
Oh, there they are. In case you didn't know, Jose, why do you look like you're being held hostage? You have a very that's not the smile.
I got up at 4:30 in the morning that day because my cat decided it wanted to eat at that time, so I couldn't go back to sleeping.
It's always the cat. It's always the cat problem.
And then so I got a new car, right? Well, my first car or whatever. And they had to clean it because they gave it to me. Then I couldn't use it because I have to wait for the what do you call it? Seguro, whatever, insurance, right? To the car. And then that day they were going to give it to me, go clean it. And when I arrived there, they said it's going to take way too much time. They only cleaned the outside. Went to pick up Jason. Horrible traffic. Got there, horrible traffic on the way back. We went some other places, horrible traffic afterwards. And then we were eating. It was 1:30 in the morning, and Jason was like, let's keep doing this. And I was like dead inside because I was so tight. But I had
hookers and blow. I mean, come on, guys, you gotta just pace yourself. Jason paces himself at records. I'm so surprised to hear this. Now, I do have to read a controversial take, but Jose, I hope this doesn't predict what's going to happen here. But Mazzy has several photos of Jason and himself. There's no guarantees. There is a Jose. I'm just worried because I saw the less than a smile in that photo, and so this. I have a picture with Jay. I don't think I ever put this anywhere, Jason. So I'm going to show our photo if that's okay.
No, I mean, Mazzy just stopped posting about Beatle boxes, and then Jason might have your grace again.
So here's when Jason came to town. We went to one of my favorite stops. Shout out to Jeremy at Dead Wax Records. Yeah, so that is proof. That's the Jason pose, and that is me extra sweaty. It was a very humid day. So here we
are. There's a Dead Wax and there's a Wax Track Records. Where's
Wax Track is Denver. See, Jose watches my videos. Thank you, Jose. Thank you.
The funny thing is most people in the VC just assumes that I don't watch anybody's videos. I watch them on the TV, so I never comment.
Important question. Jose, do you watch them and then tune out? Air quotes. Do you tune out?
Oh, shit. I only tune out 15% of the time.
Tune out. This is new information. I learned this today.
It was on the subway.
Oh, boy, mass transit. Unbelievable.
Only true New Yorkers have a
service. You have to be quite alert when you're on the subway. So even if you're listening to music or a podcast, you're holding your phone. The new thing is people grabbing phones before the doors close.
Well, if you put my face on your phone, no one is grabbing it. Isn't that right, haters? I know you're watching. Hey.
Actually, I think that's the most New Yorker test. It's like watching a video on the subway. Like instead of getting like mugged or like somebody rapping or somebody like,
or there's like a WrestleMania. Have you seen that? They have wrestling matches on the subway cars now.
Hearing about the good news, anything in the subway except watching a video. Every time I'm in the New York subway, I'm like, looking out, see I don't get stabbed.
If your video is under 30 minutes, it's perfect subway material.
Let me write that one down.
You know, my
commute is about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So if I could make it in that time, otherwise it's going to be, times 2, just so I can get through it fast. Sit up during the commute.
Wow.
So,
well,
tuning out, double time. Like, I'm just taking so much shrapnel right now. I can't believe it.
I'm not going to disclose whose video I watched double time.
That's in the Patreon. We give all the dirt in the Patreon. So go to vinyl.com/ConcertBuddy/Patreon/ConcertBuddy loves you, and that will have.
Was that a Thursday video in the morning by any chance?
No, that was a Thirsty Thursday video. Yes,
Thursday.
This is a controversial take. Mark Boyd says the trains are safe. There's no stabbing going on. I don't know about that anymore.
Well, Mark, the thing about me is that I get sleepy when shit is moving and I'm not driving.
This is true. I've seen it. I've literally, he's been my co-pilot in the car, and 1 minute he's telling me a great story, and the next minute I look over and there's drool coming out of the side of the man's face. So it's true. It's a talent in and of itself. It's beautiful.
So when I drive, I don't feel sleepy at all. But on the subway, the last time I was in New York, I got sleepy and then I woke up. I don't even remember where it was. Near Jamaica. No, I was going to Brooklyn.
Jamaica.
One stop, and it was like maybe 6-7 stops later on. A cop like shook me and he was like, "Where are you going?"
Look, my man was talking.
Oh my God!
Telling a great story, and then he was quiet all of a sudden, and I had to document this because in case he died on me, I was like, "Oh no, did he stroke out on me? I got to take it."
That's a great photo. I'm just happy that that's on the internet.
It's not. It's only here.
Right? Wouldn't you be happy?
He wasn't sleeping. He was just resting his eyes, thinking about records,
dreaming of UHQRs, and
right.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm glad I'm a little bit thinner now than that photo, but
you were sleeping. I mean, no joke.
But I look like shit on that one. But I think it is very dangerous. So every time I'm in the subway, I put out an alarm now. Like if I think it's gonna take 15 minutes, I just put a 15-minute alarm and then I wake up, I guess.
Well, it sounds like it was a good gathering. The concert was good. Jason, is that correct?
Yes. Latin America, they're all into music. I've never seen people just sing along. I never went to the Wembley shows, right? But people were just singing along. Like there was no break. This one young lady, like who was, sitting in front of me, she was just dancing. She wasn't sitting. She was always just rocking out. And
look, Eddie's asking if you went to El Chopo.
Yes.
Oh no. Yeah. So Eddie, friend of the show, Eddie Perez says, "Bong, did you take Jason to the counterfeit flea market? Is that any different than Tomato Lady? Because that's what I was going to."
Well, Eddie, I don't live in Mexico City. As you know, so I was not in Mexico City. I saw Jason here in Monterey for a day. He then went to Mexico City, which is 12 hours away from me, and but he did go to El Chopo, which is it's a very famous. I wouldn't say it's a counterfeit market, but there's a lot of like bootleg T-shirts, and there are some brands of bootleg T-shirts that are in the second-hand market, very expensive. Like 3 years afterwards, you can buy like a Smith's T-shirt because it's like their own design for like $200, $300, which is really funny. But
200 Mexican dollars.
No, $20.
Real dollar.
Jose, I do have a question that's probably on the minds of many. How long are we going to keep this facial ensemble? You've got the delicious lip sweater and the beard. How long is this? Is this for winter or is this what's the inspiration?
It's called laziness.
It's a good look. It's a good look. As somebody who also has facial hair, I appreciate it. It helps me and Chris. Now we have the majority because we've got Arnaldo and Jason with the baby faces, and then we have the bearded gents. You know what? Sorry, Arnaldo. I'm going to put you down here on Shaver's Row, and we've got real masculinity. We've got so much phallic masculinity right here on the top. So it's just that's how it works. Sorry.
I just have it to hide my definition.
Come back with a Rip Van Winkle. Maybe we can move you up again. I don't know.
Mark Boyd is talking about the Butthole Surfers.
Well, yeah. So Mark Boyd says, Jose, there's a new surfers documentary showing at festivals. Hopefully, it will show at a film fest down there. It's called The Whole Truth, Nothing But. B-U-T-T.
I'm looking forward.
B-U.
But I like documentaries. I hate now that most documentaries have to be like HBO 6-hour documentaries. I don't want to watch Bill Joel in his living room for 2 hours because it's like 2 hours of him just.
And that's powerful because you're the biggest Billy Joel fan I know. So I mean that's.
I don't dislike him.
Indictment.
You'll be surprised how many records I have from Billy Joel.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. He's a great American songwriter. Come on. And here's what I like. One of the things I like the most about him, he knew when to quit. He knew when to stop. He's not like David Lee Roth karaokeing right now. He's not like Def Leppard. I've made allusions to this. Like I think Harry was talking this morning about I think it was ELO or somebody. Like people just need to stop. Like you're embarrassing your legacy. So Billy Joel, he knew better. Respect.
My wife
Frankie Valli.
Yeah, Frankie Valli, the Showbiz Pizza. Like he didn't.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's.
But my wife was asking me that day how it's like it's almost impossible for any piano playing artist to be considered like true rock. So my question to you is like, what piano playing artist, mainly piano playing artist, is actually like considered not pop or pop rock, but just straight up rock? Because I can't think of any.
The godfather of rock and roll.
No, but not blues. Like no, I'm just talking about like rock. Because you don't like. I would take Queen for an answer, okay? But like rock, just like straight up rock. Because I think that's one of the reasons people hate Billy Joel or like Elton John. It's just they just think of them as pop artists because again, piano is not like you put a bunch of pedals and effects to it. It's just straight up piano,
That's a good question.
Would you call Elton John rock?
Of course. Of course.
He made rock albums.
Yeah, but you know what I mean when I say rock, it's just, somebody saying Styx. Now that's hilarious. I wouldn't say Styx. I'm still away, like the hardest shit ever. I wouldn't say that.
What about like Little Feat or some like a band that features a lot of piano? It doesn't really count.
Well,
I don't know about that.
Can I show one thing? Because I think this needs to be seen. Because if this isn't elder abuse, I don't know what is. This is Frankie Valli performing this year. I mean, this is unbelievable. Let's undo.
You'd be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much.
I mean, if you believe that there is music coming out of this man's body,
is that Robert Redford right now?
You're just
poor man.
Concert buddy, it's not nice to show, new season of Walking Dead. So, come on, man. Come on.
I guess the thing though is that Billy Joel made a hell of a lot more money, so he could stop. I think that's
well, and he stopped touring, but I'm talking about stopping. First of all, he stopped recording because admittedly he's like, what else do I have to say?
Right.
And then he kept performing, and he performed the hits.
Right.
Until he couldn't. So respect. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, the East Coast residency.
See, there you go. There you go. Yes, Frank, that's accurate. It is sad. I know we're joking, but the people, the handlers, the Frankie Valli people, there's a special place in hell for squeezing that poor man. He couldn't enjoy the sunset of his life. He has to be prodded out there and like a ventriloquist dummy. It's unbelievable.
Well,
is it Disney? I wish it was Disney animatronics. It would make more sense. It would.
Well, it's not. Have you ever saw the last Leon Russell tour?
No, I didn't. Is that same thing where he's just a shell of himself?
He was like a puppet. Like Elton John sometimes open up by saying the still living Russell, and he was just like hitting the keys very softly.
Oh no, this is a hot take if I've ever seen. Elliot Cruz, can someone tell Paul McCartney it's time? Wow. Elliot, the heel turn is complete, my man. Wow. You're not wrong.
I don't think he's wrong.
But wow.
I support Elliot on that.
Elliot, thank you for having the courage, the testicular fortitude to say what so many want us to say.
I do think it's weird that Paul McCartney's like everywhere that you're supposed to be a celebrity and be there now. Like,
he was at Oasis he
was at the Oasis. He's in the Spinal Tap 2.
Oh, hang on, no spoilers. Jason and I saw the movie. We went through this last week.
It's great. It's great.
But you know what I mean? It's like he's everywhere. Like I remember thinking it was too much when he was in the fucking the Ruddles documentary. That was like before I was born and shit.
So now Elliot speaks from experience. He said, I've had to take some car keys in my time. It's hard to do. It has to be done.
Oh my gosh.
Elliot, can you film the next one? The next one where you have to have a car keys intervention. Please. If you want to go viral and take your channel to the next level.
I don't think he even drives a car.
Elliot? Oh, Elliot's got it. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. Yeah, no one's taking the car keys from Paul.
Yeah, he's like, baby, you can drive my car. You know that.
Oh man,
Jay Leno should never drive again. He looks like 106 last time I saw him.
Jay Leno, what a I don't even want to touch that one.
But because I grew up watching late night shows. Not to get into late night shows right now, but
they're watching. So tread very carefully. I don't want us to get.
Oh my gosh.
But I used to watch Craig Ferguson a lot because that was because of the difference of time. That's the show that I would watch before going to sleep, even as a kid. I saw Modest Mouse there. That's how
is that different than watching your friend's YouTube videos to fall asleep to? I'm just asking for a friend. I don't know.
Well, it depends. If it's a road trip video, of course. But,
fair enough. Listen, I appreciate the feedback. I'm going to take it with me, and then I will make different content.
Actually,
CONCERTBUDDIE for 15% off. So thank you.
I will say that the last few videos you've done of the eBay thing, I actually just I like ruining my own experience sometimes to like fast forward just to see like the little photos of what the fuck it is. So but it's always surprising to me when 3 in a row there's no Beatles, Black Flag, or Misfit related. If that happens, I'm like, oh wow, right? Because that's the trinity of eBay auction, which I've never understood. I think watching your videos, Chan, I genuinely think some of those are money laundering schemes.
Oh, there's something fishy. There's something fishy. I don't say it in the videos because I'm not trying to be controversial, but some of talk about the prices on some of those Taylor Swift RSD ones. They're not even close to what they sell for on discount. So it's. I want the viewer to draw their own conclusion, but I'm not going to spell it out.
I mean, the prices are higher on eBay for the same records.
Always.
Yeah, always. But my question is, I don't know if you look at the final, because sellers can send you a offer, and I don't know if that shows up.
No, I haven't cracked that code. I haven't cracked that code yet.
Yeah, because that would be like, if it's $100 more and you offer $100 less, right?
I think though, after a certain amount of time, you will see the actual price.
Correct. Yes.
It's not immediate. It must be a minute before it processes or whatever. Maybe there's a time frame. I've even
gone back in this process, cheap plug. And there's been things that popped up that weren't on the list when I did the research. Like I literally sort, I go pop psych, I go eBay. So I kind of cross reference. And there's things a month later as I'm going through the exercise for the next month that I'll see that we're not on that list. So I think it's probably payments processing from overseas, that kind of thing, which will take, 7 to 14 days and yada, yada. But it's not exact science. I would tell anybody that. I've gotten some good feedback. I saw Decoy Cards was here. I've gotten good feedback as the thing has evolved, but it's definitely not an exact science like you would hope it would be. But
I will say that I have had great luck on eBay because sometimes I do buy more than on eBay than on Discogs. First of all, because I can see the record. It's easier to communicate with the seller sometimes. They give you sometimes discounts. You can make offers more than one time because on Discogs, like you have one time you fuck it up and then it's like good luck. Just one. but I think that's why I sometimes prefer eBay, even if it's medium price Discogs, because I've gotten various times where I send a message to the seller and I say, hey, will you take this for this record? Medium price on Discogs is this, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
They have accepted. And so, I don't know. Sometimes I prefer eBay for getting out of the regular type of, $25, $30 upwards of $30 records.
I think it depends on the title, because there's titles that I would never try to sell on Discogs that I know I can get a better return on eBay for some of the reasons you're talking about. One, there's better communication and you can show pictures. And two,
larger audience.
Yeah, it's a bigger audience. Yeah, it's a wider net. I mean, I telling on myself, but back during COVID, when I think it was the third to last Miley Cyrus record came out, I got some at my local. They were nowhere online, and I knew putting on Discogs I wouldn't get the same return as I would get putting on eBay. Same thing when I was selling Taylor Swift records during COVID. Bigger net, bigger return, eBay all the way.
Wait. Well, first of all, Cesar is sending the horrible photo you put up online of me.
This can't. No, he put in the chat that no.
Well, anyways,
Cesar, come on, what happened? We're all hombres, we're amigos.
He's cold lately.
That's
cold lately.
I think that I don't know. Sometimes eBay it is more pricey, but you can talk them more into accepting your money. Also, as a seller, I've never sold anything on eBay, but I would assume that because you have evidence of how it looked, you have more protection as a seller.
So this is a good segue. I know, again, bonus tracks, but Mark Boyd said Reverb tried doing vinyl. Reverb is a site that sells like stereos, music equipment, etc. It was
Reverb. What are you talking about? Stereo? Well, audio equipment.
Audio equipment. Well, that's what I mean. Pardon me, Bonger. Pardon me. But they
know it has guitars and effects, but I guess. For
Pete's sake, this guy's really salty about that photo. No, it was called Reverb LP, and I thought it was going to be the alternative to Discogs. It was still like very like elementary in their user experience and all that kind of stuff. But like Mark says, he grabbed several deals back then. I did too. And then I guess Reverb was like, nope, all the money's in audiophile, stereo equipment, and guitars and instrumentation. So more power to them. But do you guys think this is why I say this? Do you guys think that there will ever be a, call it, direct competitor to Discogs? Because eBay, like we said, it's a bigger net. They sell more than records. I just don't think so at this point.
Well, here in Latin America, we have a few things like that. In the U.S., I don't think so, unless because the database is huge, and it's a database that 99.9% of the time it's user inputted, so. I don't see that happening, but I do think they should upgrade it a little bit more. again, the photos, I know would take massive amount, but if they could have like a separate thing, or if you could like upload a photo or two, just, you know, even in the chat, just in the fucking chat,
Sure.
you know,
Well, like a Flickr link or some kind of third-party hosting.
Yeah, because you
they're printing money. Why would they?
Well, that's true. As you can tell by the still, I know
Have
people
you not noticed by the promptness in responses to customer service?
What customer service?
The staff that they employ? It's like, you know, it's ridiculous. It's just today.
You're right. They're literally printing money up there in Portland at Discogs headquarters.
They do nothing. They basically do nothing.
Yeah, because Jose said it earlier. It's 90% is users provided information.
Yeah,
and all they do is they basically are making their money as a host, as a intermediary.
Oh, that's, you know, it's
they're
like
Uber.
Uber doesn't own any cars. They just
right.
They just get money,
Well,
which is a great scheme, I guess.
Well, Groove Seeker, do you think there ever be an alternative to Discogs? Again, not eBay. I'm talking like direct. No.
You know, I'm gonna make a controversial statement. I think Whatnot has the ability, if they start to acquire a database like Discogs, but that's going to take a long time. But I can see them maybe sprinkling in there, because they do have storefronts, right, besides the live auction. So that might offer competition, but they're not. No one's going to take enough market share away from Discogs. It's going to be impossible to move that stone.
Arnaldo, what say you?
Yeah, I mean, Discogs has established themselves
by accident.
By accident, as the leading platform for people that want to buy vinyl. I don't know. I just find it's because of how it's not perfect. The database, there's a lot of duplicates, you know, of people inputting there. So they're not really on top of weeding out duplicate pressings, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty damn close. And eBay, yes, it has the advantage of you actually see the pictures of the item you're buying. So it takes away a bit from the grading, the VG, the VG plus. When you get the record, it's at best a G. So yeah, you can return it, but it's a hassle, right? At least, and again on eBay, yeah, you can see visually what it's like. We've been fooled many times by records that look near mint, and then you go and play them. They're not.
Dog. Yeah.
So,
Rojas, what do you think? Do you think in our lifetime, because some of us are spring chickens up here. I know Bong is 78, but do you think in our lifetime there's going to be a direct competitor? Because you would think, and plus competition would make Discogs, you would think, step their game up a little bit more. What do you think, Jason?
If the money is there and somebody wants to put forth the investment, sure. Yeah, I mean, like I think you said it, and Mark Boyd, like Reverb LP. I mean, I was getting deals on that. Like it was.
I never heard of this Reverb LP.
It was so crazy.
Where was I? What year was this?
10 years ago.
It was about 10 years ago. Yeah, it was like 10 years, 2015 to about 2019, I want to say.
Yeah, it lasted for a while. I remember 2019 using it.
It was great.
It was great. Oh, yeah.
It's pre-COVID.
I will say that I think the only way the Discogs could eat dirt was if Amazon started doing like I didn't say a bad word. If Amazon did a thing where users could put used stock on things like that.
But they do.
They do. It's called third party. They do. FBA or FBC. Yeah.
No, I know they do, but like a separate thing where you're like used and you can see like photos and like a review of the
comment
seller.
Of the night nominee, Kevin, myself, and my vinyl says, once Analog Productions gets their website updated, look out, Discog.
You know, you're gonna wait until the next UHQR before this happens.
You know Heaven's Gate, the cult. You know Heaven's Gate, the cult.
Yes.
They have a better functioning website right now than fucking Analog Productions.
There you go. Is that the first one?
Can you share the link?
First?
Three. We're up to three.
Third.
So, in case you're not into your Heaven's Gate updates.
Yes, yeah. So hang on. Our count now. Keep in mind, Bong wasn't here for the first hour of the show. We've got 3. We've got 3 so far.
Hey,
so,
30 minutes, three F-bombs.
And the judges were out on the second one. We thought it was fair use in the context of the conversation, but we gave him credit for it anyway. We thought it was a proper use.
We rounded up. We rounded. There's a partial. There's a partial.
Yeah,
I'm going to share the link.
The Russian judge was down on it.
Can you cite it? Can you cite it?
I
don't remember that.
Oh, now hang on a second. We've got. Don't share the link. I don't want to get. Listen, I don't want to. Jason, can you show it on your phone? Let's do it that way. Can you pull it up on your
I'll
phone?
put it in the private chat so you don't have to.
Well, it's just heavengates.com. It's not like I'm.
I don't know.
I mean, it looks like.
You don't know who Heaven's Gate is, Arnaldo?
I have no idea what's going on.
Remember that comment? Remember that comment?
Look at this. Woo. This is great
that
here.
Just Analog Productions website?
Hang on, it's flashing. The next UHQR will be.
That's amazing. Heaven's Gate.
Wow.
You know, look, that one and the other one that's still, it's the Space Jam website is also up still. And that one's
how do you know this stuff? You know the Chuck Berry PP tape. You know that Heaven's Gate is still inactive.
Jimi Hendrix PP tape, which is available on DVD right now.
Well, I know.
Can buy that way better bang for money than the UHQR. The Jimi Hendrix sex tape that comes with a documentary, full interview. You can buy it right now on DVD.
I believe. Back to the matter at hand. Brian Tokyo Record Style says, I think Discogs is using a huge component. You can friend people, have profiles, but there's nothing social about it. True. I think that it'll be a big play for a potential competitor. I agree. Yeah, direct, more connectivity. Yeah,
you can have friends.
You got to be careful what you wish for, because I'm in a business where matching and linkage is a huge part of database. It's very expensive to do. If you want Discogs to get better, they're going to have to charge membership fees. That's the only way they're going to improve that site.
So,
jeez,
you got to rephrase that. They're what is it, Nike or Adidas?
They all wore like white Nikes, the same shoes.
Or Adidas, I don't remember.
I was pretty sure it's Nike. Yeah.
All right, but those Nikes go for crazy money now. Like a second-hand pair of those Nikes or Adidas. I don't know.
They were black and white. They were. I don't know if they've ever reissued those, quite honestly. But
no, but they were really expensive. They were like second market stuff. But they were a cult, Arnaldo. That when Hail Bop was passing, they thought if they would go to heaven, you know. So
they were the equivalent of like Acoustic Sounds fanboys.
No,
Rhino hi-fi fanboys. You know,
but Hail Bop is just Ryan K. Smith. It's like going through.
Now, hang on a second. Are you suggesting, Jason? Are you suggesting that Marshall Applewhite bears a striking resemblance to the leader of the UHQR movement? Now, come on.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Wait, what was his name? He had a Doe. There you go. His nickname was Doe. Also known as Doe, among many other names.
Hey, I just want to point out where else in the vinyl community are you going to hear talk about Heaven's Gate cult? Nowhere. Yeah. Just saying. Take with that what you will. Take with that what you will.
But everyone in the chat for a split second, they thought they were on the Analog Productions website.
Right. They were like, what's this one by GeoCities, right?
Where's
GeoCities? Yeah. They had to do a double take.
Hard. I don't see my UHQR list. Let's be honest. Anybody here knows, I'm not very techie myself, but does anybody here actually has a roundup number? How much would it take to do a decent fucking website? Because it's an actual question. What do you think it's more expensive, doing another run of Jimi Hendrix Bold as Love stereo mono UHQRs, or upgrading your piece of garbage website? What do you think is more expensive?
That's a toss-up.
Is it toss-up?
I don't know.
Probably a website. I don't think it's that.
I think websites are so cheap right now I mean,
the hardest part, so starting a website.
Probably get Chat GPT to build you a website now.
Hang on, we've got some bids. 57.43. We've got Jeff Meyer says $12. So that's
another question.
No, kidding aside, websites are easy to start. The issue is the cataloging and the warehousing and the inventory, because it takes a lot of time to build.
Vault. It's the vault.
Well, the vinyl vault would have to be a whole nother enterprise. You'd have to hire a whole different staff to get all those juicy titles online at juicy prices.
Another question is, how many audio files above 85 do you think they've typed in anal production?
That's terrible.
I don't even know where that leads you.
Rice Fields coming
shots
in.
fired by such a great human being. Call up Aurora Central's website.
I don't even have a
nice
website.
Guy. What a nice guy.
Rice Fields. Why don't you go to one of those rice fields and say a bunch of jokes there?
Jose, I've got a drop for that. Hang on a second.
I'm going to take you to the rice fields tonight. Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
There we go.
I remember that video of Frankie.
Yeah, that's Filthy Frank. One more time for the people in the cheap seats.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
Yes, it's one of the names of internet. But anyways, I think that they should invest in that. I don't know how much. They probably have to be shut down for like a crazy 2 weeks or something. So that's probably
that's a 6-month enterprise, and then you're definitely not getting your Bob Marley UHQR. So I think for the betterment of everybody, we should just navigate those waters. Good.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they just redo the vault, like top of the line, just the most.
My question is it really a vault? Like, do you have to close it with like that? Door, and then you spin it.
There are videos. It's like the layering on those doors are huge. They're like fireproof stuff.
I think that's Chad's vault. I think that's different than the vinyl vault. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think that Chad's record room is like indestructible. Will be here for the Planet of the Apes, like generations from now.
But my gosh,
the vinyl vault, I think it's just shelves, and it's just like a back room, and they inventory it by like it's literally a bookshelf.
Do you think that he has like a red phone, and then somebody calls in for selling their complete audiophile collection? He just answers and like yes, and they just tell him like a number, and he buys everything. What is it?
So we do have breaking news. A friend of the show, Orange Margin, says the Black Heaven's Gate Nike Decades are $2,000 on eBay. Now, is that just the shoe, or was it worn by an actual Heaven's Gator? Tell us below, because I can see.
I'm not going to tell how Jason should use his money, but I would 100% sell that Led Zeppelin turquoise and get those shoes. But that would be me.
Another nominee for comment of the show goes to Breakfast King Aloyo. Says Dr. Zayas is going to have some boring ass records to listen to when he gets to Chad's vault. Could be. Jason, you were going to say?
If they do a trade for the shoes, right?
Yeah,
the turquoise, right?
You're gonna trade the Led Zeppelin turquoise for a pair of Heaven's Gate shoes? Wow, amazing! Breaking news! Come on now.
That would be amazing. Like just having that in your cellar. That could be your shoes for wearing in the house, like just in the house, inside the house.
like slippers, like Acoustic Sounds branded slippers.
Oh my Lord!
Could be.
All right, so it's speculation time.
Speculation time from
Wait, is that a new segment?
It's a new segment. It's right after Complaint Corner, which everyone comes for. Is Complaining Corner.
It's also called hearsay.
No. We don't start rumor or innuendo, but since you're on the topic, go ahead, Bonger.
So I saw a little bird show me that Chad was at Abbey Road, which means two things.
That's not here. That's on the internet. Come on, that's true.
No, I know. I was just saying it funny. There's two possibilities. One well, three possibilities. One, he had to use the bathroom and they let him in. Second of all,
what the? Can you go there? Like number one, number two, and they were like, "Do you want to have Speedmaster?"
Look, I know the place. I'll go down, use the bathroom.
Hang on, you got to do it in the Chad voice. You've invoked the ghost. You've got to do it in the Chad voice.
Can you imagine? He was like asking for the Beatles tapes.
I've never been to England in my life.
I thought you were gonna do it,
but no, I've never been to England myself. But I have a hard fucking time thinking that somebody from Essex would understand 1% of whatever the fuck Chad is saying when he's asking for something at a cafe. But anyways, he's either second of all going there for a tape, or third of all, he's doing like a Steely Dan cover band, and we don't know about it.
I thought it was a press tour. I thought it was like Mark Maron, and I think he's going to Vinyl Guide. I think he's doing all the press junket for the new UHQRs, right?
Mm.
They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. He had a traveling companion. I did see that.
Well, are those there are some Marley records recorded at Abbey Road, right?
There was a series, like they did the catalog and they did the Abbey Road studio.
No, but did he recorded a record there?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't think so.
No, right?
I thought everything was Tough Gong, right?
No.
Jamaica, no.
This was recorded in London.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know where.
I don't know what studio. It could be Abbey Road, but I know it was recorded. That's right after he got shot. He had to leave Jamaica, and he recorded Exodus in London.
But so my segment.
So what do you think? What rumor should we start, Jose? Is what I want. I'm going to ask the tough question.
Well, I don't know. I already speculated the bathroom. That's a very strong one.
Jeez.
You tell me.
Fair enough.
Do you think he's like? They were just like, "Hey, Chad, you want this master tape? You're gonna have to come and get it." He was like,
"I'm picturing like a Saved by the Bell, AC Slater, Zach Morris situation where they went in, they were trying to get the master tapes from Giles Martin's offsprings, and I think Chad was the talker, and then I think Michael was the sneaker, and then he took the tapes, and then now they're already on a plane to Salina at this point.
Heaven's Gate.
They rode the Haley Bob Comet all the way to the middle of America.
He came back before time.
It could be.
But do you think he's like getting a master tape? You wouldn't take a master tape via the airplane, right?
No.
I'm not going to mention.
We've got the answer. Leave it to Kimbo. It's a Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet, UHQR. Solved.
Can you imagine the actual record comes wet? Just like
they did. In fairness, they just did an anniversary edition that was one of those discs with water in it. So it was snazzy, as my grandma used to say.
Was it Bon Jovi bathtub water?
It was water from the restaurant where John Bon Jovi was washing the dishes. I'm sure everyone's heard that story.
I still don't get the Bon Jovi band name. I still think it's a solo project, but did anybody else wrote anything on that band except him?
Richie Sambora. Come on. Richie Sambora was one of the principal songwriters. Come on.
I know 2 Bon Jovi songs. One,
listen, here's what you need to know. Bonger, there's Bon Jovi with Richie Sambora, and there's Bon Jovi without. And you can tell me where the hits were. Just saying.
Speaking of Bon Jovi, right? I took the bus from Monterey to Mexico City, and they were playing.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, and they were playing films, right? Like TV shows that were dubbed in Spanish. Now, the last thing they played on my way to my friend's house, right, in southern Mexico, guess what they played?
Rock and Rio?
No.
I don't know any songs.
Young Guns.
They played Bon Jovi Reunion live. Ooh. And I thought they were only going to play one song, but it was like the whole concert. And the bus driver was like driving super fast. And I asked my friend, what's worse? We're going to die on the bus or we're watching Bon Jovi live reunion, Richie Sambora. I was like, man, that does
sound horrible. I will say that you haven't been on a Latin American bus if you haven't felt like you're gonna die.
No, I felt like we were gonna die.
At least you got the real experience, which is amazing. It would have been better if you were not using. That's why you don't have to use those Nike Heaven's Gate shoes. You might go with style. So.
Can we start a collection? I think it's time. We need to start saving up for Christmas. Donos appreciated. We'll get Jose a pair of these shoes.
If I can get them before Yom Kippur next month, that would be... No, it's actually like a week from now. But that would be amazing. Can you imagine that? Just wearing them.
Oh my gosh! We have to show the shoes, so I've got it.
All right,
they're really good shoes. Can you? But with a tracksuit on, are you going to show a dead body, Jason?
Yeah, let's not show the dead bodies, please.
Well, I'll put it in the private chat, and then it's basically the list. Right. So there you go.
All right, let's see. Oh, it's on eBay.
All right. Oh, wait, of course I have. One of the best things about falling asleep at buses randomly is that when it's a long trip, like I've gone from New York City to Georgia on a bus, and I just slept the whole way through. So that was nice.
So, but here I'm confused, Jason, because on eBay there's like 7 different colorways. Which were the Heaven's Gate colorways? like every listing is trying to take credit for calling them Heaven's Gate. Here, I'll show you what I'm saying. Because who is the real Slim Shady? Like, who is the real?
And they're all different prices.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
What's the cheapest one?
Oh goodness, Jose. Let's see. We can do lowest first.
Wait, the Heaven's Gate were
not. Oh, no, that's so bad.
Go.
I never noticed.
Happy birthday, Jose. Happy birthday.
Look at those waterproof vinyl stickers. So what I was going to say without getting interrupted before is like only, I think 3 or 4 people stayed. They didn't die. And that's why the website's still up, because some of them kept going so they could keep spreading the word. And you can still...
So if you look at that one, it's like Heaven's Gate. Just
because it's the white ones. I think they only use the black ones.
That's what I thought. So it's here. If you look at this one, hang on, I got to change this to this, and I got to change my display. Hold, please. Let's do this. See, I thought that I thought they were like this. I thought that they were black because that's what I thought. Right, Jose? Was that your understanding too?
Yeah, I remember those.
That's what I thought.
I remember those.
Yeah, well,
from photos,
How many UHQRs is that? That's crazy.
I think did they change the box of the Heaven's Gate shoes? I don't know.
You have to wait for the next Bill Evans Walls for Devi stereo and mono 45s to drop.
Oh, are you suggesting that the Bill Evans Tony Bennett collaboration is the next UHQR? Is this a rumor?
Can you imagine if it's just the Wiz? Just like the Wiz UHQR.
It would sell out. Yeah.
I knew it.
For the first time, mono mix of whatever, right? I would love it. I wouldn't hate it.
See, orange margin says the black are what they were wearing. See, that's what I thought. I thought they were all wearing the same. I thought they were maybe the Dunks or the Cortezes, but I'm not up to date on my cults. I stop at Jim Jones and the Kool-Aid cult. So I need to go back in. I need to go back. Manson.
That's level 1.
Family all day.
That's level 1. Even David Koresh is still.
Yeah, David Koresh it's amateur hour. I need massive quantities of craziness. There's not enough.
I will say the friendliest cult that you can buy music from is Father Yod, better known as the Source Family, which acid dropping psych music. Drag City Records used to release their records, so it's not hard to get in the U.S. Well, they're from the U.S., but Sacred Bones released one not that long ago, and a book. So there are friendly cults with great music you can buy from. But
I'm gonna take your word for that one. I'm gonna take your word.
It's not like I researched this shit. It's not.
Well, do you guys, one thing we haven't done in a while on here is recent pickups. Do you guys want to invest the capital energy in showing a couple records, or should we do that next week?
Yeah.
Do we have any takers?
Me, but I have to go get them.
Yeah, I haven't pulled anything up.
Okay, All right, you go get them. I've got a couple. I'll show them if you guys want to grab a couple while I'm showing. And Arnaldo can go ahead and tune me out, and it's okay. All right, well, let me show a couple, and then because I've been buying records. So when Jason came through, I'll show a couple from Chicago. So this was from the homies at Reckless Records. It's an original Everclear. So much for the Afterglow, the blue vinyl. Intervention Records did a reissue not too long ago. That was very nice, but I've been looking for this one for a hot minute. Art Alexakis and the boys. So that was a fun one. And then let's see, what else did I get in Chicago? Oh yeah, I got this one. Never see this one. Ann Peebles.
Nice.
I Can't Stand the Rain.
Like that.
Boom boom. Yeah, so that was a fun one. I enjoyed that one. That was from the friends. That was Signal Records. Enjoyed them. And then how about another Chicago? Oh, hang on a second. Kimbo, if you're still there, you'll appreciate this one. Jason, while at Signal, was digging in the rack, doing the lower, he was, again, he's looking for deals. And he found, I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Christopher Cross, because they just reissued this, and it was like a $40 reissue. $4. So
that could be a UHQR.
It should be. It should be. So I was happy to grab that. I will say, I didn't get to show this last week, but the guys on the stream saw this. I'd been looking for this for a hot minute, so I finally got Party Down by a Little Beaver. I know the light's terrible here, but so happy. This is William George Hale, aka Little Beaver, funk and soul guy, born in Arkansas, cut his teeth in Miami.
Little Beaver on Cat Records.
Little Beaver on Cat Records. They've reissued this a couple times. Why Don't We Please did a decent reissue, but this is chef's kiss. Love it. I'm going quick here. Shout out to Dom over at Seeking a Thread. He just did a video on this album and a couple other ones. Link Ray. This is the die cut. This is the self-titled Polydor.
Sweet.
Amazing. Love this. And check out Dom's video because he talks about Link Ray's brothers and stuff like that. And some of that. There's like the trilogy from the Shack trilogy where they record a lot of stuff. Now, do you guys, I got to move this. This is terrible. Do you guys know this album by Pete Schofield and the Canadians? Do Something Nice Today. Are you guys familiar with this?
No, but I think Massey probably went to see them.
There's no San Francisco connection here. All I'm going to say is there's a connection with professional wrestling. Professional wrestling. I know it's hard to believe. I never talk about professional wrestling, but the sample's taken from this, and the lights. I think it's The Lights Went Down in Georgia. I think is the specific song, which is a cover. Yeah, The Night the Lights Went Down in Georgia is they sampled it for the John Cena theme song.
Oh my God! I was kiddingly gonna say John Cena. But...
Well, you should have said something. You would have been right. I showed this in the group chat.
Is it the horn? Is it the horn section? What part?
Yes, the horns. Yeah, exactly right. Enrique Iglesias, 1999. Boom! I showed this in the group chat, and no one said anything except Cesar. Cesar appreciated it. So I think, hey, hang on a second. Music in the house. No shirtless men this week. Hey. I might be able to dig one up. You know how much I enjoy shirtless men on album covers. So stay tuned. And then the last couple I'll show. I could show more, but I'll just show this. Arnaldo has two originals. I don't have an original. This is not an original. This is a 98. This is the first reissue. It's probably as close that I'll get to an original. OK Computer UK. Sounds pretty good to me. Thanks to the homies at Plaid Room. And then probably the thing I think is probably my best get here lately.
Is it
we dog them? Listen, I know we dog them, and I didn't get this when it first came out. Shame on me.
Nice.
The Vinyl Me Please box set.
It wasn't. Vinyl Me Please coming back in September.
Well
allegedly. Stay tuned.
Yes, so. They still have some days, I guess.
So anyway, those are some records I've picked up lately. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Do it, Groove Seeker.
So I have been buying a lot and not listening too much.
Oh, no.
So these are actually blind, except for one is very deliberate. So I'm just going to run through these randomly.
These are nuts.
Yes, hang on real quick. Orange Martin, yes. Vinyl Me Please finally shipped that to me. They did. Got it.
So speaking of Plaid Room, Chance, I think this is a Plaid Room exclusive or Jackpot. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Jackpot. That's out of Portland. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is great. I didn't listen to it yet, but it's great that they're putting this back in print. It's a classic reggae album.
What's it called?
Max Romeo and the Upsetters, War in Babylon.
Awesome.
So hard to get clean. This one's for Elliot if he's here. I finally got that Billy Strings live with.
Hey,
Brian.
Elliot. There we go.
So I know I was talking about it, and he said he picked it up on vinyl. Sounded great. So I was streaming it, but I picked it up. Oh, here we go. I don't know if anybody else got this. I picked up the Mothership from.
I think somebody commented on earlier about saying how. I think it was Travis Miller was saying how good that is.
I have a OG Santa Maria of this, so I'm interested to see the two. Maybe Rojas, I'll send them your way if you want for content. No, I don't know if anybody's gonna care about this new Charlie Crockett. I got this from Static ATX Records.
Hey, shout out to
Charlie XCX. He looks old as fuck in that photo.
Okay, so the next 3 out of 4 are somewhat vinyl community related. So shout out to Dom again, Seeking a Thread. He sent me some VCLT. Rojas, you might want to check this out. It's Ohio psych rock band Stone White. I think you'd really dig this. Said I'd enjoy it, and I listened to it. This one I did listen to. It's really, really cool. There's a couple of covers on here.
Not what I'm trying to do.
Were you trying to think of Stone Cold Crazy right now, Chance? Is that what
I was? Yes. Yeah, that's Stone Cold. Yeah, Stone Cold Crazy. Yes, sir. Metallica. Thank you. That cover.
But this is cool stuff. Dayton, Ohio, Stone Cold White unleashed scuzzy psych rock sound from the deepest something of the black experience. Blah blah blah. Anyway, it's freaking great. Thanks, Dom, for that.
Is that what you said?
Let's see.
Not the
Notes
best.
and Tones. We were talking about bad, not good. Notes and Tones sent me a Turntable Lab announcement. They did the exclusive pressing of their 3rd record. I love this band. Not a lot of people listen to them.
I just saw them live.
You did? Were they good?
Yes. I've seen them before.
Polite. You're being polite.
They were a little tired. The show was that they sounded tired. That's all I want to say. I've seen them before.
Got a minty stereo copy of this Love album. I've never seen it this clean before.
Nice.
So scoop this up. And this one's special. He protected my identity in his travel video, but I got to give a really big shout out to Arnaldo, who got me a Joy Division Unknown Pleasures UK pressing.
Excellent.
That I could easily go on Discogs and find. But when Arnaldo was in Europe, I asked him to look. I didn't know he would remember, but he texted me feverishly at 7 a.m. from Amsterdam and said, "I got something for you."
And then he showed you REM Green, right?
Oh no! Too soon.
So yeah, so Arnaldo, thank you. I wanted to give you your public nod. I appreciate it. I was like, damn. And Arnaldo is feverishly texting me and calling me pre-caffeine, and he was very patient with me, and he went back and picked it up for me. So thank you, bud.
You're welcome.
That's weird. Well, Arnaldo, that's a great segue since you're hooking Groove Seeker up. Why don't we go to you next?
I haven't shown records on here for a while, so.
Well, I don't know if it's in the contract anymore, but we're going to peer pressure you to do it anyway.
Does that mean you're going to show like 40 records? It sounded like it.
Close to.
All right. Good deal. I'm glad you started early.
So we'll start. Let's start with a great trade that I did. I'm taking Jose's lead and grabbing records and trading for expensive ones.
Ooh,
right?
All right.
And this was just included because I'm now trying to seek out Japanese Smiths. So I got these at Academy along with 2 very hard to find Morrissey live albums. So that was really a delight. A gentleman, a friend of the show, I may have shown this already, friend of the show, remembered when he was shopping, I guess, in the UK, that I was looking for an original UK pressing of Disintegration, and he came through. It is like near mint. Then at a Brooklyn fair that I had never been to 2 weeks ago, I picked this one up. I may have shared this on the chat.
Nice.
Evil.
Yes.
Is that an original, Arnaldo?
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
I'm
forbidden from possessing any Sonic Youth originals because, heaven forbid, I want to listen to music that I'm not exactly familiar with.
Well, they also had Goo. But
I have that one too, but again, I probably need to get rid of it because
it didn't have the inner sleeve, so I'm like, man, so I guess I'll get this one, right?
I always like that cover. It's a great.
This I got from Discogs along with something else that I don't remember. I don't have a UK first pressing of Hounds of Love.
Ooh, it says at first, or do you have? Is it the gray one? The gray one apparently is also.
Well, I also have the Steve Hoffman, Kevin Gray one, which is highly sought after. The Audio Fidelity, I think it was called.
Okay.
But no, it's not gray. It's the black vinyl. Then I think I'm done with my.
Which Brooklyn Fair? Mark is asking. Which Brooklyn?
The one in Dumbo, the one that's every Saturday and Sunday.
Cool.
And I think it's called Brooklyn Flea. Yeah. And REM, Chronic Town.
I got one recently myself.
I hope no one buys the Because Sound Matters, because this is an EP. They shouldn't be charging $125 for an EP.
Correct.
So, Chance, I'm just curious. You just got one?
I didn't get an original. I got the first reissue. I didn't bother to.
The one with the gargoyles is really hard to find.
Yeah.
It's still technically it's the same plates. The only thing,
I figured it was $20.
The only thing that changes is the label. It has the gargoyle, and this one has just the plain IRS.
Vintage IRS records are not easy to find. I'm finding. I'm going backwards.
Well, it's funny. This is, remember, Groove Seeker. I went to Main Street to get this when I got. We sold that immediately. I went down to the other store. What's it
called? Clockwork.
And they had it. So see, when the universe listens, it listens.
Did you have better luck at Clockwork this go around? Did you find some stuff?
Well, he gave me a shitty trade. That's why I took my records and I was like, you know what? I'll just pay for these.
Yeah.
So you untraded. You untraded the record.
Well, dude, I'm not going to say how much. This is the other record that I got. Chance, I think you gifted me from WFMU a UK copy, but I found the US purple pressing.
Oh, all right, nice.
There at Clockwork, and I was hoping to do an even trade for these two records, and it was a stack of like 7-8 records. I'm like, dude, some of them are sealed, so whatever. Then you guys have been showing Groover Washington records. You can't pass this up for $4.
Damn, that looks AI as fuck.
What app you used to make that album cover?
Yeah, right. It's like
I got another one, but I couldn't find it. I probably got messed up in the.
Did you get the live one?
Yeah, the live one. I got the live one, the double live one, the one on the. Cool. What's it start with a K? The label. What's it called? Help me again.
Kudu.
Huh?
Kudu. KUD.
Yes, thank you. That's the live one, and then I took a chance on this.
I don't know anything about records, but I know that one. So.
I pass this up for $10. It's a triple collection of.
Oh, nice!
And
those are killer.
It's got basically every song.
Is that officially by Motown?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Chris told me there's a whole series of various other artists.
Oh yeah, I've seen like the Smokey Robinson one.
Yeah, I mean for $10, 3 albums.
So worth getting, and a lot of them I've gotten like unplayed.
Yeah, this one looked unplayed. It had a little bit of water damage here, but who cares? For $10. Yeah. And there I also got a Soft Cell record. I don't know if you're watching. He was just getting into Soft Cell, so this is a 12-inch. And in the super discount bin, I hadn't gotten this last year when it came out. So for $10, you can't pass up.
Wow, $10. Damn.
That's pretty depressing, to be honest.
What the hell happened here?
I bought it the day it got released. So
just the other day, I think it was over the weekend. No, yesterday actually in Philly, I found the UK copy of Roxy Music Manifesto.
Sweet.
The best Roxy Music record.
You think? Nah.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll have another argument about that some other time.
Oh boy, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I think.
So I left the Heat for last. This one I didn't show anyone on our chat.
Oh, hang on. Do I have? Hang on. I think I have a. Hang on. We got. Where is it at? I got some sound for this. There we go.
I found a sealed copy of The Cure's 413. Dream.
Wow.
413. Not their best album, but better than the self-titled The Cure. So this was sealed. Made an offer to the guy on Discogs. He was very nice to counter with a very reasonable one. So we settled. So great to get that. And had some credit left. Ponied up the difference. And I ran this by everybody on our thread. Should I not get the Karen Dalton?
Ooh.
You did.
I did.
Nice.
End up getting it. It was still in shrink.
Well, it's one of those records that you're low on cash one day. If one day you're low on cash, that's like $800.
It has somebody's name on it, but it's okay.
Arnaldo, if someone takes your phone on the subway while you're watching my videos, Jose will buy that record off.
Yeah, you need a new phone. You just sell that to Chance. You know.
And then something else.
Wow.
So
that wasn't cheap, was it?
No, it was not. My credit was not.
You traded plus.
My credit was not enough.
You traded
partial credit.
What store can I ask?
Academy.
Oh, okay.
Academy on 12th Street.
Well, if you can get credit for stuff like that, that's worth it any day.
Well, I can't remember what I traded in, and what I traded in is
even better. Like if you don't remember what you traded in, it was not important.
No, because I had a standing credit there for a while, and I was waiting to pull the trigger with a big record.
There it is,
and that was it.
And it's a secure record. It's not like it's gonna go down in value.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Anyway, Jose, have you heard of the Jimi Hendrix UHQRs? I'm holding them, and I can assure you they're going down in value. Thank you.
I can't afford an original, but this box set of Nick Drake's 5 Leaves Left is definitely
it's a good one.
Worth the music that's on here. I not get bored listening to the album 4 times. In the various iterations. I mean, it's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Did you pre-order that box set? That's still
I did. I had pre-ordered it. And it's Jason, you have this too, right?
Yes.
I found that the official album, the pressing doesn't sound that great. Like
the normal version, not the non-studio.
I haven't cleaned it. I will clean it and see if it gets better. But it's all the other albums sound really good except for the main album. And it sounded like it had some static on it. I don't know what it is. There's no scratches. It's not like it looks like it got scratched or anything. I don't know if there's other people on Discogs were complaining about the main album too. So I wonder if something was wrong with the plate. And that's why I wanted to ask you. And
no, I don't have anything wrong with mine.
No.
My only complaint with that box set is I hate it when they do the same cover for every record.
Yeah, I mean they used a different shading.
Shading, yeah.
The notes are really good. The accompanying booklet is really worth it.
Yeah, but I just, it's like, why do they even do that? It's just do something else. I don't know. It's just weird. But I'm glad. I'm glad that.
What amazed me is how all of those early versions of him just singing with guitar sound phenomenal. I mean, his guitar playing was amazing, and he was always, nailing it on the vocal take. It was just, it's really a revelation. If you love that album.
Arnaldo, do you have this one? Tim's here, University of Vinyl. Get the Drake Fruit Box Tree. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I have Fruit Tree.
I thought so.
Yeah, and just want to show you guys one more thing. I'll be right back.
Good.
Go ahead. Who else? Who's?
Yeah. Let's go. Toss up. Rojas, you want to go next?
I'm going to show 2 records that I bought when I was in Mexico City. Maybe Jose knows them. The Los Gliders. I mean,
Los Gliders.
Right. This kid right here, that bass guitar is bigger than him. Okay. I don't know if you could see that, you know.
Pretty
so. And then one more record that I showed earlier. Jose, do you know this one?
Frankie Los Matadores. Yes, it's a little too 50s sounding for me, but I like Echo, rock and roll-ish 50s, early 60s type stuff. It's a good label.
We'll be playing these on my Sunday DJ stream.
Oh, nice tease. I like it. All right, Arnaldo, back for one more, and then we'll get to the
one more thing. I mentioned the store in Long Island, Looney Tunes, had a huge Beatles collection come in, so I had to go. And I mean, the thing that I really wanted, I walked in and someone was already carrying it, so I got there late for it. But I did pick this up, and it's actually surprising. It was a box set of all of John Lennon's albums. That was issued right after he died, and some of them are Harry Moscott's. I haven't gone through everything yet, but I listened to I think the first 3 albums, and they sound great. And they're in like mint condition. Looked like whoever had this never really played them. So yeah, this was a nice pickup. And then from work, I was able to get somehow the 2 records that Jose was saying by Suicide.
Oh, rubbing his face.
No, I'm happy he got him, you know.
So I'm not familiar with them, but Surrender is the collection, right?
Yeah, it's the comp.
Yes.
And someone told me it's a really good comp. And then this one is what, their last one?
No, there's one after one that has a black and white American flag on it.
So apparently we haven't reissued the first one yet, so I'm waiting until my label reissues them.
Oh, are they going to?
I don't know. I mean, it's weird how they started off with these 2. I think they started off with the collection, right?
Yes, that was for Record Store Day, right?
I don't remember. You know more about it than me.
There's like a huge poster in that one, I believe.
But Surrender is the most Twin Peaks sounding song. It's just the reason I love Suicide is because it's just like 50s music with like what 2000 might have sounded for people in the 70s. It's just so futuristically bleak sounding. It's just, I don't know, I love it. It's just but I would say that's the last good Suicide record. The other two ones, yes, the other 2, they're like 3 songs I like from each other, but that's the one that my favorite's the second one, then the first one, then this one. But but it's a good one. It's a good one to start because they were a little more I won't say mellow, perhaps the word, but really cool. Glad you got them. It's a good reissue.
All right, Bonger, bring us home. What's some cool stuff you've got lately?
Well, I didn't buy a lot because actually Jason was here for the day that I got my labels last newer record, which is always good to have, I guess. Which is this one. I'll show it. Just a shameless plug, but this is my label's latest record. It's called Música Electroacústica Mexicana. It's a compilation of electroacoustic music from 1984, the first experimental electronic record from Mexico, which was, a little later than everywhere else, but it took 2 years to make. We did like the liner notes, we translated everything, upgrade the what do you call it, like biographies of everyone, the real thing, how to listen to the record, because it's a very stereo sounding record. It's a record that if you play on a good system, it would sound amazing, like Esposito's $1 trillion audio thing that he has. But
I'm gonna get one because I was born in 1984. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you were. Well,
yeah.
The best year for experimental music in Mexico was '84. There was a lot of great stuff happening that year. If I would, I was telling a friend that if I could write a book about Mexican experimental music, like a book about it, it would be 1984 because it was.
That's disrespectful to Richard Cheech Marin and his musical outputs, Jose. Sorry.
Cheech Marin, the great Chicano artwork enthusiast.
Yes.
But and of the real bonger.
I mean, Get Out of My Room was kind of a creative crossroads for the man, but anyway.
Yes, but let me show something else. All right, so that's shameless plug or whatever.
Before you show the next one, Kimbo does raise a fair point. He says, if nobody picked up Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend, I'm going to be effing pissed. Fair. I think we're going to strike out. I don't think Bonger's going to have it.
I will say that I did watch the Narwhal interview with her, and every time he gave her a single, she said, "Oh, I love that album. Every song on that album, I love." And I was like, "Well, maybe she fucked up in the first one." But like after like 4 singles that she said she loved every single song, I was sort of like, yeah. You mean the other one, or like I don't know. It was. I don't know, Narwhal. Anyways, this is a record that a guy from here from Monterey put out. I guess you can buy it anywhere now, but his name is Homero, and he did this like cumbia rebajada thing that I don't know if did you go to La Roma Records?
No.
Oh, Cesar, Jason.
But, no, I didn't.
This is the label they put it out, so you could have been the day that they released this, but just exploration of what cumbia is right now, So just giving this guy a little shout out because he was nice enough to give me a copy, so 100% shilling situation in this section of them. And then a few months ago, I showed that I got this, which is
Psycho 2 soundtrack. I love it.
Psycho 2, the best Psycho movie in the series, which I don't think is that controversial to say if you've watched it. If you haven't watched it, you're gonna be like Rob Walker saying like, "What the fuck, these piece of shit saying that shit." But it's pretty cool movie. I love it. It's just him. Doesn't knowing if he's actually crazy, everybody trying to make him feel crazy, going nuts.
And I think all the vinyl was promo copies. Like mine's a promo too, just like
because nobody bought this shit.
Yeah, nobody bought it. Yeah, this is giveaway city.
But I love the photo. I love. I don't know. I have the Blu-ray of all the 4 movies, and I think it's
the one that was made for TV movies on Blu-ray.
Yeah, the 4th one. I like it. I don't hate it.
Where he calls the hotline. Somehow he got out of prison again, which I thought was like a big loophole. Like they let him go the first time, then he kept murdering, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna let you out of prison again."
Well, he doesn't go to jail in the second one because
but for like the third one, right? Like after the third one,
that's the thing. I got the third one.
Yeah. Shout out to Tony Perkins right there, the immortal.
Well,
Tony Perkins.
He directed the third one.
Yes.
He's just off the rails on this one. The second one is an actual exploration of what the guy might have felt coming back, because it's sort of like it's not like immediately after. It's like whatever.
It was like 20 years. He had been incarcerated at the crazy asylum for 20 years. They let him go, and then he seemed to be pretty sane. But then that couple, the mother-daughter, were trying to get because it was the gal he killed sister was trying to put him back in the crazy to make him a crazy, and then
mega spoiler alert.
Sorry, I'm giving away the whole story. I like the theory, like Jose does.
But I think the second it's a good surprise because I don't think most people nowadays want to watch sequels. It's like The Lost Boys 3. I don't think anyone's seen that shit except me or maybe you.
No.
But I love those cheesy sequels.
Like Kindergarten Cop 2.
Kindergarten 2. what's the other one? From Dusk Till Dawn 3 with the
Oh
guy
gosh,
from
yikes.
Cinema Paradiso, the Italian movie. Extremely random. But and the second one that has bats. Anyways, but Psycho 3 is just bonkers. It's just it has like Dutch angle shit and just funny.
Even the female lead is this she's kind of a weird gal. Like you can tell Tony Perkins, like obviously he was not into the females, and she's like a very weird. I don't know. I don't want to say anything about her looks, but she's just not your typical leading lady type of casting.
But this is also a promo, of course, right?
Of course, yeah. Nobody was buying this at Tower Records on Sunset. Yeah.
It's a permanent record, $14 record.
Way to support Lance. Support small business.
I will say that it doesn't matter how old I get, I hate the MCA logo thing. I hate
the rainbow logo.
Horrible.
Yes. But I don't know. I'm actually gonna listen to this. Maybe tomorrow because. Right now.
How many times do they play the main Psycho theme?
On this one, surprisingly, it doesn't even have that. It just says Scream of Love theme song from the motion picture Psycho 3. So the original one is not here, at least on the third one.
Yeah, the Bernard Lawman, I think, is the guy.
And the fourth one, it does exist on CD. It's not on Discogs. But it's...
Do you have it? Do you have it?
The CD, no, but I was thinking about it today, like, oh, maybe I should get it. I don't hate it. People hate it, but I think it's a TV movie, It's like
yeah. I watched it when I was a kid when it was on TV because I was like, oh, there's another Psycho movie, and it was just, I don't know, interesting.
It's actually him doing it, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't dislike it, but again, I love cheesy sequels that nobody watched.
I dig it.
Oh, Jose, I placed my order. I expect pre-release date treatment. Friend of the family,
Oh, hang on a second. Did you go to the website like our friend that was trying to insult?
Yeah, I went to Central's Bandcamp.
Vinyl.com and use the 15% off.
Code is CONCERTBUDDIE, all one word, BUDDIE. When you can get 10% with everyone else, you can get 15% here because I am giving it all to you. Yeah.
I left off a couple more. Can I show some more?
Of course. You're making up for lost time. Let me just set the table.
This I got at a thrift store.
Oh no, is it Psycho 2?
Debbie Gibson.
You ever been to those thrift stores where they're like a huge thrift store and they have different kiosks where people have stuff there on consignment?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's one in Asbury Park that whenever I'm there, I go there. I never walk out with any records because I never find anything good. But this, I don't remember the music and I haven't listened to it yet. But I've always loved the cover of this Buffalo Tom record.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
So
that's a bunk.
You want to guys guess how much I paid for it?
$3.
It's a UK pressing. I think it was only pressed in the UK on vinyl.
$1.
$5. That's right, Chance.
Yes.
Well, it was probably 3 plus tax or.
Oh, no, come on! Now you're trying to screw me on technicalities. Come on.
Come on.
And in that trade with the Morrissey, I already also picked up this electronic album.
Oh, I have that. Johnny Marr.
Yeah, this is also
I like that one.
G. And
that's the only thing he did solo, right? For years, right?
Well, this was the first. This was the first outing he did because he was playing in other bands, and this is the first outing he did. It must have been like 90s. Early 90s, right?
But he didn't release anything like after that project, right? For a while, like on his own.
Well, he did 3 albums with electronic.
Yeah, after that was it just Modest Mouse and then his first solo record?
Yeah. And then I got this. You guys know the song Would Be's by Scritti
Politti. One of the it's a tribute to Aretha Franklin. You can see the picture.
Yeah. The way this sounds on, like, this is a 12-inch, just a song, 45. Man, this is like amazing the way it sounds. And then I showed these already on our thread. I guess I got lucky on eBay. Made an offer. The guy gave me a deal for these 3 original Radiohead records.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Now this is a big flex right here. This is.
And Chance, I don't know. You were showing while I was getting the records. I was listening. Did you get a 98 copy?
98, yes.
Oh, the 98s are the ones that I picked up at WFMU.
Oh, I thought they weren't the 97s?
No, this is the 97.
Oh.
You heard him. This.
Yeah. It's like when Sandra D puts the cigarette out at the end of Grease and just rubs it in the ground. He's just rubbing.
No.
This.
I don't think there's just an extra number in the matrix. Like when you look,
it's the same plates. I'm sure there's no doubt about it. Concave center label, all the above. Yes.
This has the flat, but it is the 97. So
the 97 is a flat.
The 97 is a flat.
Okay, good to know.
And
hey, I'm good, Mr. Yes, here we go. Lavelle's got all those OGs. Thank you, Lavelle, and happy birthday, by the way. It's Lavelle's birthday earlier this week, so happy birthday.
I also have some Radiohead first pressings.
Okay,
but it depends what you're talking about, because I was there when In Rainbows came out, so that's a first press.
Well, is it okay? Can I, as a follow up, as the timid interviewer that I am, Arnaldo, is it okay if I pry and ask how much you got that lot for? Because I think this is the wear the brown pants moment.
Trying to remember.
3. Now keep in mind, everyone watching, 3 original UK.
I think the lot
Radioheads
to not even 150.
Oh my gosh!
One was 60, one was 80, and the other one was 80. I know, a little bit less. I don't know. I think it came up to like 150 for all 3 of them.
So this is the opposite of that series I do on eBay on my channel, because this is the opposite of that. And this is vinyl heist, is what this is.
That's like one UHQR.
It is one UHQR. You're right. You could have got a Sonny Rollins way out west.
It's half the price of this.
Wait, again, just
what I paid for all 3.
That one's going up too. Though I just saw a video. I think it's $400 or $500 now.
But Arnaldo, those don't come in UHQR or authentic.
No.
They don't come in the brown boxes.
But I think the Benz is probably the most expensive one now. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Baby's got the Benz.
But I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
Vinyl Storage Solution had the sale. So the sleeves. So I finally pulled the trigger and I got
friends of the show, Vinyl Storage Solutions, also code CONCERTBUDDIE if you want to save 10% on there.
Wow.
What? So I got the one with the the double sleeve, double pocket.
The gatefold.
No, just plain double pocket.
Oh, gotcha.
With 12 3/4. First thing first, they're not crystal clear. They have a little bit of
a mist. Yeah, that's a manufacturing flaw.
Right.
But 10%.
The thing I don't understand. So you have the flap, the resealable flap, right?
Is it flap on sleeve or flap on body? Which one did you get?
Flap on body.
Okay, that's right.
Right. Which is supposed to protect from dust, right?
Uh-oh.
So you close it, right?
Yes.
But then if you pack your records in the back, they could easily slide out like that, but they're not protected 100% from dust. So you're sealing up the cover, but you're not also entirely protecting the record. So I don't know. For me, it's a little bit of a. Also, if you don't handle it properly, they could slide out.
I put mine in differently than that. I put mine in differently.
But my question is that
share.
I put records,
So I put mine in where the flap is by the spine.
I put them like this.
Say again?
So I would hate that.
So I put it in. I open it up. I lay it flat. I put the spine, and the spine is on the flap column. You have yours different than mine. See, here, let me make myself big.
They're open on 2 sides.
Oh, no. You probably got different ones. You only want one.
Dude, you again. You only want one moment. Which ones do I get?
You only want the one that has one pocket. You don't want the one that has 2 openings.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how does that one work?
It's the same principle, except it doesn't have two openings. So the jacket does get sealed, but I put it in, lay it down, open it up. Here, let me make myself big.
So it's just like a regular resealable sleeve.
Yes, but it has an accessible pocket for the record. So for people who like to store the record outside the jacket.
How do they notate that on the site? It was very weird how they describe it, because I thought this was the one where you have the records separate from the jacket.
That does, but you're saying yours has two pockets, right?
It's one pocket. Yeah, like
right. I have one of those.
You see that?
Yes. But what I'm saying is that I lay mine in differently. I put mine in. I put the jacket in, flat side to the spine. I think you did yours the other way.
No, but look, I have one like Arnaldo. So here's
hang on. Show me, Jose.
Like I can take out the records without opening the flap.
Look,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You can too?
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
Oh, so it's the same one. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I thought you said that you had openings on both sides.
Yeah, mine also has
the flap. You have openings on both sides.
Well, you have the flap opening and then the pocket opening. I thought you meant you had two. I thought you meant you had two pocket openings.
I love that. Is this really happening?
But you put the records on different directions. Like I think Ronaldo puts it the same way as I do, which it's the cover looking up with the flap here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a right or wrong way. I've got it.
So for mine, if I had this record with the pocket thing, the record would always fall.
Yeah.
And I don't put the records like this.
No. I put it, the right way.
Pockets
to come out from the side.
Guys, I'm telling you, my way.
What is your way?
My way is you open it up. You have the resealable. The resealable is on the same side as the spine.
Okay.
And so then that way, when I'm pulling it out of the shelf, unless I'm holding it like this,
right.
I don't have that.
That's what I was referring to.
In the words of Sebastian Maniscalco, I think that's how you say it. We're losing people.
Listen, the question was asked.
There's someone in the VC that did a whole video on how to put on sleeves.
Well, yeah. Well, I no comment.
All right.
So let me ask a follow-up before we lose more viewers. Outside of that, is this? Do you find you like the product, Arnaldo, or is it? Could there be room for improvement?
I'm not fond of the opening. Like, if this were closed here, I could still open the flap and take out the record and have it separate from the jacket.
They should put that hole on the other hole, next to the other hole. That's what you say.
Or you could just invert it and put the spine in.
No, but
but you still have an opening. That's what I'm saying.
You still have an opening. Yeah, you still have an opening.
If you give a record like that to someone you don't trust and the record just falls, it's weird.
Again, another nominee for comment of the night, Tokyo Record Style, says, I was trying to hold on, but still here. Mark safe from sleeve explanation. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, listen, where else can you get such a analytical dissection?
I was confused. Can we see that again?
Oh, no. We'll take that.
Where else can you get sleeve protection talk, Heaven's Gate?
Nowhere else. Nowhere else.
You think Westman's thinking right now about the Heaven's Gate Nike?
But I like the sizing. It's perfect.
The sizing and the thing that's underreported is these tight corners. If you drop them, will protect your corners. These corners
Okay.
are, yeah,
can you,
how tight those are.
Can you do it right now? So can you show the product?
No. Demo.
Just drop it like 3 feet up.
No. This isn't like the egg test in science class. Come on, we're not doing
You sounded way comfier with
Shout out! I have purchased from Sleevey Wonder. It's probably the best name out there. There's a sleeve company, Sleevey Wonder.
I have a sticker. Somebody sent me a sticker of Sleevey Wonder, and I stared at it for like days without knowing what it is because it's just like a DJ thing going on, right? I was like, "Is this a DJ? Like somebody send me
sleeve manufacturer? They have pretty good 13 inches.
I will say that the other day I got some. I'm not gonna say the names of the band, but somebody wrote to me and said, "Hey, I want to physically mail you a demo tape," and I was like, "Oh, that's great."
Was this Adam the Freight again? Adam, we've already got him a record, man. Come on.
No, somebody gave me a demo tape. And when they got here, it was not a tape; it was a CD, and everything was written by hand. And the CD didn't play on my.
This is a mixtape, like straight from Napster. Like, what is happening?
No, it was a CD. It was a CD, but it didn't play. It was like Sharpie on it and like a whole explanation, but it didn't play. I tried it on my Tascam. I tried it on my computer because I have one of those. Apple.
Oh, hang on. Was it Louis Golden? Kimbo wants to know. Was it Louis Golden?
No, but it would be funny if he did. I once asked Louis if he still sold amplifiers, and he said no. And I was like, all right, if you ever do sell one, let me know. And he never told me. So if Louis is still here, that's to remind him of.
Yeah, Cesar's right. 18 likes. Come on, hit that like button. Where else do you get 20 minutes of how to sleeve a record? One pocket, two pockets, flap it up. I mean, truth to power, Cesar. Truth to power. I mean, honestly, we've got a Sam Goody background. We've got intros, outros, innies, outies. We had Heaven's Gate talk. We dissected UHQRs. Little Beaver made an appearance. I mean, Bobby Gass was here. Come on now.
John Cena mentioned.
John Cena, yeah, I would play that sample, but then they'd shut this down. That one.
Oh, I used the part when you were showing naked men on the album covers.
No, I didn't. I made it through without, which is funny because when Arnaldo was looking for records here, I'll tell one more quick story. You know, where he's getting Chris records he wants. He sends me a thing and he's like, "Do you need this one?" And it's just an array of shirtless men again. And I'm like, I guess I'm getting a reputation. I don't even know what the hell it was. I had to look it up to see if it was any good. And I'm like, it was full force. Yeah. I was like, no, I don't need that one. I've got enough greased up men in my shelves right now. Thank you. So I guess I'm earning it. What can I say? Anyway, well, thanks everybody for joining us. We ran a little long. If you need to go back and rewatch the sleeve discussion, you think you want to go back to the 2 hour and 22-minute, 47-second session, and we'll go back into it. I want to thank my guests. Kimbo is right. It was less painful than I expected. Thank you. That's what we're going to have on the T-shirts. It was less surface noise. It was less painful than I expected. Thank you, my guests, the familiar faces, everyone in the chat. Without you, there's no show. Appreciate it. And this son of a gun, damn you, Tom, High Rant District. Going to watch this on Rewind. Sorry, I was out drinking. Still pay Arnaldo. Hey, guess what? Tom, I'm going to show it to you. I wouldn't normally do this, but you know, there's no more freestyle. Because of you, there's no more freestyle. You know what it's called?
Hey, can one of you show me how to sleeve this?
Oh, go to hell.
It's a double.
Hey, is it this episode or next episode we're showing our Labubus?
Labubus is for the season finale. Hold on to the Labubu talk until December. So anyway, thank you, everybody. We'll see you out and see you next week.
Good night, everyone.